I don't get it. Is that supposed to be an own? I don't understand. I'm 43 years old. What is that? Like, it's so weird. That's why I like don't even engage with it anymore, because these people are just like, I don't know what kind of life they live, but like, I'm in Wisconsin, flipping everybody drinks. And it's not like I run a channel that's like drinking bad. So I don't really understand. Like, people are so desperate for things to criticize that like that's essentially all they come up with. It's because you said you were giving up drinking. Well,
but anyways, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna have to do some more criticizing, because my boy, he's not my boy. I think I've interacted with him like twice. Camelot has addressed his criticism that he got for lying about Chrissy Mayr, and that's what he said. So that's his words, not mine. But there's a bunch of new quartering stuff that I want to talk about immediately. Starting out, I just want to say I feel so bad for Friday Night Tights. Because I don't think you realize Chrissy Mayr not being on Friday Night Tights, and that, or I don't know if she was not invited or if she was not around, but this didn't get resolved in this broadcast. The Claw Machine Bull posted the clip. That means that this whole fucking drama is gonna bleed into bleed another week, and you're probably like, oh, what does it matter if it bleeds another week, Nick? This is the Mandalorian and Grogu. So now when they throw up their fucking stream on Friday to talk about, on Friday, which is the global release, I know it's on Thursday night, that's how movies work, but Friday is like the official day that the Mandalorian and Grogu releases. They're gonna be fucking sending oranges in the chat to the movie podcast, and I feel bad for Gary. I legitimately feel bad for Gary. Poor Gary wanted nothing to do with any drama. Yeah, now he's gonna have to field oranges the entire fucking segment while they're trying to talk about Star Wars.
There you go. Michael Gonzalez for $50. Thank you, Michael. Chrissy destroyed her brand because she wanted to take the side of the quartering. It's gone way past the point.
And we've gone over this. I'm just going to give you the fucking the Spark Notes immediately. People are saying that they're cancel mongers because Nerdrotic isn't having Chrissy Mayr on after her controversy in between all of her 3 bad responses plus the one that she did on the other platform. Those people are fucking deranged. Chrissy Mayr is obviously an occupational hazard to anybody who's consumed more than 30 seconds of her content. She's acting like a pathological liar. She sounds unhinged. Okay, any normal person would remove her from all of the other people who are on this show, who are dragging drama into a movie podcast, who are putting all these people in horrible positions and forcing them to field comments and discussions and stuff from fucking random people who aren't there for any of the stuff the platform actually does. Chrissy Mayr brought this to them, fucked everybody over, and fucked off. So yeah, absolutely. I would, if I was in Gary's shoes, I'd have fired her the first day. That's not cancel monger behavior. That's just being a piece of shit person and bringing your drama to everybody else. On top of that, I think that the way he's handled it is as good as you possibly can. Like, his public responses have been absolutely fine. Jeremy the Quartering is trying to use this to like pivot and get his fans targeting
Nicholas the Goat. Thank you for the $5, my
Gary back, and I just think it's just bad faith discourse.
Point when you can blame Melanie or the quartering for Chrissy's actions. Chrissy in the last week has shown that she's nothing more than a liar, and you're allowed to.
And she's even making like sly comments bashing Gary publicly right now too.
Speak your opinion on that, absolutely here, but we're not going to get into it in this show like at all.
Yeah, I mean, like we spent 20 minutes talking about a lot of the stuff that happened last week. Certainly more stuff has happened this week, and we see it.
It's not fair to any of these guests right now. And I will say, if Chrissy wasn't
slimy Weasley fuck.
I was gonna read.
Hi, Nick.
Hey, thank you.
Street fan new member to your channel. I just want to say I love your work. Don't let people get you down. It's completely normal to not always agree with everything someone does. I am more on your side all this. It's a little much TBH.
So, I appreciate you very much. But with this specifically, and I've said this before, if Chrissy Mayr went on this show the night she was supposed to, and she didn't get suspended, she would be like right here. You know the picture of like the girl on the couch with like 5 guys surrounding her? She would have been annihilated. And I know, because Platoon was on this show that night, and Platoon is a fucking badass in these situations. Like, if Chrissy was on this podcast, she thinks it would have been a fun time where they would have talked about movies. A super chat would have come in, and then somebody would have made a comment, and it would have turned into, you know, the Britney conversation was really bad. It would have been like fucking 7 Britneys were talking to her all at once. That's what would have happened. And there would have been a fucking kill stream on the Friday Night Tights show. So it was a mercy move to suspend her for the night. I don't think anybody here was dying for fucking Chrissy Mayr.
We understand. Yeah, she's not here right now. So
Yeah.
here it is.
That's the part. She's not here right now. We did talk, and as far as that, made a statement, made one last Monday, talked about it on Friday, and
you're probably going to talk about it again this Friday.
We'll see what happens.
I recommend
Dude,
watching
Platoon is a
Nicholas
bulldog. He
DeOrio's
murdered
latest
Keem on
video.
EFAP. Yo, have they
It's
posted
my
that clip?
anniversary, and my husband and I love watching Jeremy get felted and playing Warframe together.
Me too.
Join now and get the newest Warframe.
Oh
the
my!
thick
Dude,
ink
why are we
non-foil.
promoting every game on my
Can I say
channel?
something to you, Nick? I really like you.
Dude, where is
Why?
This might be a clip my audience has never seen before. So yeah, this is it. So Keemstar had a brief interaction on EFAP because I asked him to come on when we were talking about the Boogie Cancer lie, and I believe he is on record. Is it true? Let me go to EFAP's website. EFAP.com, EFAP.me actually, shows the time that every guest has been on the show. So every single guest, you'll see actually we recently passed YMS. So I am way up here, bro. I have 29 appearances. But if you look down all the way at the... Oh, he's not. So he is the 3rd shortest time on EFAP ever. He survived the show for 26 minutes. That's where Keemstar is. Plenty of people have been on this show. There's many names you will have seen before have been on this show. But Keemstar is almost almost the shortest guest entirely. And this is the clip of his 26 minutes.
He said he's been battling cancer forever, and this is definitely in this year.
So you can see you got like fucking Moriarty here, Fringy, fucking Mauler, Rags,
Yeah.
and then Platoon.
Hey, Keem.
Hello.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey,
Hello.
like I said, I came across this thanks to some random.
And he's on here.
DeOrio, commentator of the year, the best commentator of the year.
You see, Nick, if Ethan was Christian, he would have seen Ian's worm apology and typed,
Oh
Forgiven
my
folded hands
god,
fire,
bro.
Matthew chapter 6 verse 15.
Dude,
Now reply to Jar Jar running shoe.
thank you, I appreciate it.
Chat from one of the Lolcow live streams pointing it out. All they had was I think it was a title or an upload date and then a timestamp.
So they're just like, dude, so give us all this information. Like, why is Keem lying about, like, why is Boogie lying about cancer?
About it, we all tone out. It's not just me and Wings. It's literally everybody watching the show. Not a single person heard him say that.
That was our theory.
You could admit to murder and you would never know because
I mean, it's true.
with,
Like, no
let me
one
tell you
fucking
about
knew.
my
So they start fighting, and eventually Platoon just explodes. It's right here, right? Yeah.
He donated like I think $4,000 total to cancer. He didn't have that money. Like he was down to like under $1,000 in his bank account. Did he
Yeah, but
get
for
the
2
money?
weeks until you keep in mind now, Platoon's about to talk. This guy was on the podcast the night Chrissy Mayr was suspended.
You guys paid him.
Yeah. Then he gets.
Did he
checks
get to
from
keep the
show,
severance
but-
pay?
He should have had to. And by the way, Platoon is like the official host now, so it's Rags, Fringy, Mauler, and Platoon. That's the big four.
Should have had to send both to
No.
charity. I think you should have to
No,
send
he
her out.
didn't. He did not even get this August.
That's good.
I mean, like you say, the guy deserves to be punished. What is a more fitting punishment for conning people out of money for lying about cancer? Is it being
Giving
told
him
to
cancer.
tattoo another thing on your head, or is it actually
Dude, I mean,
you're not
you-
going to be able
you-
to pay rent the next month because you're not going to be getting any money from the podcast?
Yeah, isn't that a great question? Hey, if you're trying to like hold this guy accountable, why are you giving him like $20,000 a month to be on your show?
I mean, I understand that you're like sadistic. I'm not. Like this is the only thing he has left. This is the only thing the guy has left. Like I'm not.
What?
I'm not going to take
It's
it
only
from
joy
him.
in life.
So like that's interesting. Like it's kind of interesting being told I'm the sadistic one when you're defending a guy
Well,
who
yeah,
conned
you're
people
kind of
out of money
crazy.
by lying about
you want
cancer.
him to be you want him to be homeless.
I
No,
don't
he's
want him to be
wondering if
homeless.
there's a limit to
Does
like.
he just-
Like Boogie, perfect example. Boogie should be homeless. Yes.
Is that not what he deserves in a way?
I mean, that's a little
Yes!
sadistic.
Does Boogie
That's-
deserve to? Well, is it? Is it?
Suffer!
Or is
Well,
it
like-
just the way that the world should
Like
be?
Keem,
that
you wouldn't
someone
take
like
on
this-
everyone on the podcast in the world who is in danger of being homeless. You're picking him specifically because you like know his history, I guess, right?
No, he's on the show because he's literally a lol cow. He's a retard, and he's super entertaining. He is not when he's trying to be entertaining, but him in general is just entertaining.
So then Platoon jumps back in around here.
He gets a percentage.
His lies about cancer actually entail that he is monetizing his lies about cancer, and then he's monetizing people who actually have cancer in order to keep being paid.
I don't know who you are.
Keem, to be honest.
Oh, dude, you know Keem's on the ropes when he's like, I don't even know who you are. Stop saying awesome comments.
Homie, I don't know who you are. I've never met you. But I feel like I'm in Twitter a couple years ago before Elon took over in the midst of cancer culture. Like, it is just insane. Like, there's no negotiations. There's no middle ground. It's just he must be homeless.
No, I'm asking you questions to try and understand what your moral premise is for continuing to run the show.
Do you think Chrissie Mayr could have survived with this guy on the call?
Accepted that it makes money, it's very entertaining. Hell, we've had entertainment value from it by watching these clips.
Because Keem obviously doesn't want to answer the question, so he's doing acrobatics. Bro, that's Chrissy's entire MO.
I'm fully complicit in that. I'm simply
Platoon will just keep asking you until you answer, and that will go on forever.
asking if there is anything...
There's serious accountability. It's not like we're not over here running a campaign that Boogie's a great guy.
You're just you're funding his lifestyle. You're allowing him to continue.
It's the thing. It's like the same thing that made the show popular to get all the people in because Boogie lied about cancer is the same thing that people have a moral issue with. So for every hundreds of dollars or whatever you guys made off of it, you're gonna have to deal with somebody who says, "Yeah, I mean, he fucking faked cancer. Why are you even giving him money?" And that's kind of
to be fair, the guy that quit the show is taking a big chunk of that. So.
And he
it's bad because Tommy took some of the cancer money.
Didn't lie about cancer when he did it.
Yeah, so
But you did the right thing and you paid him, and I'm proud of you.
It's not the right thing; it's the wrong thing. But whatever.
Well, all right.
It's a tough call. I really wish before you criticize, you just try to put yourself in my shoes.
Dude, that's so crazy. Put yourself in my extremely fucking profitable shoes. Won't somebody think of the Keemstar in this situation? Won't somebody just think of the Keemstar?
Whether
chat and commentators.
It's because you're profiting from it. He said that though. Like no one here has accused you of wanting to do this because you're profiting from it. The question is very specifically whether it's
chat and commentators are like, oh well, Keem's only keeping him on for the money, and it's like, bro, like
yes,
no, like this gets split up. Like
you could probably make more money doing other stuff for sure. Yeah, I think.
No, I don't think so. I think this was a huge. We know now at this time period and the months after this, lolcow was fucking massive. You can even look at the super chat stats right now; they're still doing great.
Yeah. Come on,
you're doing it. It's like a circus fee, right? Like you're the ringleader.
I don't know why he does it.
So he ends up rage quitting and stuff. But yeah, very good conversation. Very good call from Platoon.
Best commentator of the year.
But yeah, he was on this.
As the Pokemon guy in chat, I can't believe the stream I missed is when you catch
Thank you.
Congrats. Are you gonna do anything with it, like ribbons? You're keeping me sane while I breed for a shiny Sprigatito in SV. So cheers.
I gotta see what games they can put him in.
Nicholas, the GOAT. Thank you
That
for
would
the
be fun.
$5, my man.
All right, so yeah, that's it. Friday Night Tights update right there. Now, Chrissie Mayr's been having fun on social media, and she has been... Wasn't Brittany served that piece at her wedding? They're talking about the wedding cake. If you guys don't know, Chrissy's new cope is that Brittany hates her because she was mad, I guess, that Brittany stole the top of her cake from the wedding that she attended. Brittany claims that was the piece of cake she was... This is the most... Okay, how do I say this and not sound like an incel? This is the most womanly drama I've ever seen. I don't think this would ever come up in any other context. We're discussing the cake consumption allegations from a wedding. So I can't take this seriously. Maybe there are people... Maybe this is the biggest sin that's ever been... maybe religion can't save her from this fucking one, but I just don't care. It's very petty. Yes, she asked for a piece of cake. It was safe to eat, and they served her the top piece. She then had an allergic reaction to the cake. It was the exact opposite of what Chrissy was claiming. So Chrissy's like... She went into the kitchen after dinner, and dessert was over. She asked for cake. The kitchen might have assumed that she was a bridesmaid, considering she wore the exact same color as the bridesmaids for some reason. But you don't eat the top of someone's wedding cake. Get your own small cake in a box instead of a single piece on a plate. It should have raised some alarm. It's okay, though. I forgive her. It's a funny wedding story now. Dude, this is ridiculous. Dude, Chrissie Mayr goes on stream and lies for 2 hours straight, and we're talking about wedding cake. This is deranged. What kind of monster would steal somebody's cherished memories? I think autism keeps people from understanding social norms. Chrissie Mayr's public position is that
Nick, would you
she's
consider
retarded.
opioids?
No.
Nick, I am a woman, and yes, this is petty AF. Who holds a grudge over this?
Dude, it's
unless
not just
Chrissy
petty.
didn't get
It's
to
not
eat the
just
cake
petty.
at all.
Chrissy's response is that she's retarded. Chrissy is
Can I
saying
say something to you, Nick?
that
I really
Brittany's
like
autism
Why?
prevented her from knowing the cake allegations. It is absolutely fucking unhinged. And this is the same thing she's using to defend herself. Like, I couldn't tell Brittany that I didn't want to have her on my stream because she's autistic and would have had a meltdown over it. This is vile. This is vile behavior from Chrissie Mayr. And people are like, put her back on FNT. Why would you fire this person? It's the SJW cancel mob. Fuck you. Yeah, this one is crazy too. It goes without saying, but friends are more important than cake, so lording this is a little petty thing over your friends is nuts. If it happened to a sane person, they'd likely laugh it off as a misunderstanding, but not Lady Shit Roses or whomever you perceive yourself to be. That's exactly what happened up until the angry mob came to dissect my life under a microscope. So what Chrissy has essentially confessed right here is that we're talking about her fucking wedding because she's mad that Brittany destroyed her on live stream that she invited her to. This is what we're doing right now. I'm taking this as an admission that she knows this is petty, that she's literally bringing up anything she can to try to discredit Brittany, even something as pathetic as her wedding cake. Does Brittany even have autism? I don't know, but Chrissy keeps saying it. So if you guys don't know, Michael Knowles recently did an interview with, with fucking Melanie Mack. And his comment sections, can somebody explain what the oranges are? Like, I'm a liberal.
Nick Oreo. Mr. Oreo.
So he's getting pushback again. Michael Knowles is getting pushback for this now. Where was it? Did I have it? Yeah, I'm not exaggerating when I say there are hundreds of comments about oranges, weekend, casino. This is Michael Knowles' whole comment section. I'm escaping containment. I don't know what the oranges are for. Whoa, buddy! What are the oranges for? Can we get an orange flavored cigar? What are the oranges for?
Commentator of the year, the best commentator of the year.
Nick, you need to ditch the lame and gay wiggler and switch to Tanuki from the Umamasumi fanbase. At least they offer more variety, far more popular online, and are not associated with a charity fraudster and known deplatformer.
Dude, I might have to. I think they caught my wiggler artist in the server. I might have to ditch the art. But Brittany Venti, I'm glad you released this for us to have fun this weekend. Currently sipping on some orange juice. There she is. Oh God. That's what I heard through the grapevine. I don't know. But yeah, wow. Okay, so Michael Knowles is getting clapped for this. And I gotta be honest, if he's not like sweeping and bringing it up, it's like I don't really care if he had this person on. The issue I took with Chrissie Mayr in particular is that Chrissie Mayr like actively swept for it and then lied about how much she knew, which I think is fairly easy to determine based off just watching her talk about it, and the things she's lied about makes it like really difficult to see any other perspective. Nick, would you consider opioids? No.
It should be noted, Mayr made her wedding a content piece for her YouTube channel. Her wedding is public. Lol, the Trump
they had a
impersonator
Trump impersonator? That's pathetic. that's embarrassing. Dude, oh my God. If I ever get married, though, we're playing the fucking Reigns, dude. We're playing the Reigns at the wedding. That's my cringe wedding thing. I'm not gonna hire a Trump impersonator, but I am gonna play the fucking red wedding theme to see if anybody's head moves. Absolutely. Chrissie Mayr interview. This is a Tactical Templar tweet on the channel. Yeah, I am surprised as you. This is a clip from the Kino Casino where Chrissie is talking to porn stars. I've gone over this on the channel, but we've never watched anything related to it. So here's how, Catholic Christie, who just recently changed her religion, this is how she interviews porn stars. And you can understand why some of her audience that she's like pandering to is a little bit upset with her over these interviews.
It's insufferable. Obviously.
And even now, they're not huge fans of my life choices.
I can't imagine why. Yeah.
People are still like, fake Christian, what the fuck?
I don't know that that's even a real person.
Oh, stop. So, Chris.
Guys, people in the chat are shitting on you for being a sex worker. It must be a bot. Chrissy, do you know where you are?
He's now saying
do you know where you are?
It's bots that no
the bots are insulting Chrissy Mayr. Somebody's got to stop them.
Real person could ever have the take that a porn star isn't a real Christian. Like, just stop. It's so disingenuous. This is the gaslighting that she does that's so infuriating. It's such an obvious lie.
Yo, dude.
I just saw Keffel's tweet on Nicholas DeOrio.
Keffel's appreciated the shout out.
Not even bringing
Nick,
attention to the
I'm far behind, but is the Shamu Docs server stuff being covered this week?
I'm going to talk about anything related to that after all the dust is settled, because I hate almost everyone in that situation, and I'm not watching a minute of content. I'll just wait and see who wins.
There's so many haters in the comments.
They might be bots, Nikki.
Yeah. Dude, it's bots, guys. Bots are going to come in here and say really mean things to porn stars on our hyper right-wing channel with our new Catholic fan base. I'm sure that'll happen.
No, I don't think they're bots. I just think that they're not.
Yeah, somebody just said you're not even going over the what was it? Hold on, I gotta call out this person. I literally said Templar. Not even bring attention to the fact that Templar is a source. This is a clip of Kino Casino. He just posted it. What are you talking about? It's just bots, guys. It's just bots. So moving on from Templar's tweet. Here's a compilation. Oh, I want to point this out. So somebody has put a compilation together, probably using Filmot, of every joke Chrissy Mayr's made about her dead dad. Remember the thing that's been like that she swung around like a Captain America shield? Here's Chrissy Mayr making jokes about her dead dad.
The joke itself was funny. Like, I make fun of my dad's. Not that I make fun of my dad's.
And by the way, it sounds fucked up to do that, but like, again, this is what she invoked. She invoked her dead dad. She invoked her unvaccinated child. Those were excuses that she claimed weren't excuses. They were explanations. Let her speak. But these were excuses that she made about her content. So it's fair game.
The joke itself was funny. Like, I make fun of my dad's. Not that I make fun of my dad's murder all the time, but I have jokes about it. Your dad was murdered. Stop. No.
Yeah, it's a bit of different context here than when her back's against the wall. And I think that we know this. The way that she's been going over with her wedding and attacking Brittany and calling her autistic and trying to use that to garner sympathy from her audience, it's very obvious that she's trying to just say any combination of words that'll save her. So I'm not surprised to see these clips here.
Oh, I'm going to give a rain check on that one.
Look at him. Look at him. Don't you want to go see Paul?
Come back to the place where your dad was murdered.
I want the mystery solved. Like,
this is a fucking puppet.
Especially the mystery of...
I don't think that combination exists. I've explained how Chrissy gets out of it. If Chrissy Mayr fired up the first stream after the Melanie Mack interview and went, I am just like, I don't know how it happened. Listen, I know everything looks bad. I know it looks like I saw Brittany's message because I did. I was just really overwhelmed. I know it looks like I knew more information than I did. I don't know what happened. I just fucked up, okay? I just fucked up. It won't happen again. I don't know how I forgot this. I don't know how I didn't remember this. I just blacked out, and I just saw red when the chat started going after me, and I apologize to everyone involved. Like, if she did some shit where she started groveling like that, I think that she would have gotten back a significant amount of her fans. Like, the people who left her community to jump ship for this, I think if she groveled and sounded sincere, she could have salvaged some of that. There would have been the haters, but those people weren't from her base to begin with. Like, that would have still happened, but she would have had more... Like, her peers might not have abandoned her if the waterworks came on and it looked convincing. At this point, and yes, I am giving you the cheat code to how a malicious person could navigate back, I think that was her only option. Her only option was to legitimately cry on stream and act and just say, I have no explanation for this. I fucked the whole thing up. Now, Chrissy didn't want to do that. Chrissy wanted to go the Donald Trump route of like, I will not apologize. I am not sorry for what I said. And it didn't work. Yeah, it just didn't work.
Killed my dad? Oh, you weren't going to say that.
No. Oh, actually, I know your dad got murdered, and I know a little bit about this. So, all right, you changed the subject on this, and I was not going there.
And her defense to this is like, well, something new has happened. It's like, yeah, I'm sorry. I just don't feel, I don't feel bad for you. I think that you could have done the 5 minutes of research to refresh yourself up on something that was said to you weeks ago, like 2 weeks prior. And if you didn't want to do that research, then you shouldn't have written down that question to profit off of it.
I swear to God.
Whoops, we can go back to
you didn't have to ask. You didn't get bullied by chat into asking. You wrote it down ahead of time.
About the mystery of why won't Chrissy wake the baby?
Oh, and to be clear, her dad was murdered 3 years ago. So when she brought that up, it's kind of funny too.
I went to gurgling, happy-go-lucky life, but Chrissy veered it towards death. Thanks, Chrissy.
You know what? Maybe I will go wake the baby to get out of this. Look, I can't go my dad's murder. I kind of want to be a dude now.
Oh, you're a man. That's why. You need to turn your genitals into a penis now.
I need to take a hole and make a pole with it. That's my only answer. Yep. I would make a terrible guy. Her father just got murdered, you dumb fucks. If I put in the this is gonna get dark, but if I put into ChatGPT like, hey ChatGPT, how do I get over the fact that my dad was murdered? Yes. And it'll tell me.
So again, I'm not going to listen to all these, but here's her like jovially recounting this stuff. This is like, now all of a sudden it's this, she started crying. She actually, it looked like she ulted when she was talking about her dad on the stream where the internet was hating her, but here obviously she can joke about it and laugh about it and stuff. Yeah.
Nicholas!
It's a very different thing when she's getting criticized online in comparison to when she's on a casual stream talking to a variety of content creators about literally the same thing. Now, Jeremy the Quartering has uploaded, and I had to retweet this, even though I know you're tired of getting quartering stuff on your feed. Jeremy has uploaded the worst YouTube short of his entire fucking career. Without a shadow of a doubt, by far, this is the worst one.
It's my opinion, these people are nuts. Check this out.
These people are absolutely nuts.
Carbon dioxide.
He stole a video that was stolen by some guy and said the exact same thing. Dude, this is beyond parody. This is beyond
It's my opinion, these people are nuts. Check this out.
These people are absolutely nuts.
Are you fucking kidding me, bro? This is beyond pathetic.
It's my opinion, these people are nuts. Check this out.
These people are absolute.
Beyond parody. Beyond fucking parody. Beyond fucking parody. M68, thank you. Holy shit, dude.
Every so often.
All right, now we're gonna watch Upper Echelon. So I don't know the Upper Echelon lore or the drama. Apparently this guy is like a fucking lolcow. I don't know the history on it, and I know people are gonna be upset with me because if there's like lolcow history, I've expected to know it, so I apologize. He made like a really bad video on the quartering, and he's getting absolutely obliterated though. I do want to check out like some of the sweepers. I've got two for you. We're gonna look at Upper Echelon, and then we're gonna watch Ethan Van Sciver from the Eliza Clips channel. And both of these are just horrific fucking videos. I've been also looking to Ethan Van Sciver, like looking into his whole thing. He's the Comicsgate guy, right? Is that the guy? Oh, hold on. Who is the guy who licked the urinal? I was watching this Mikey No More video. Is that Ethan Van Sciver or is that the other guy? This guy's video is kind of pretentious. Who's the guy who licked the urinal? That's EVS.
Nicholas DeOrio streamed about this last night.
Sorry,
and after
what?
watching Nick's stream, I'm kind of fucking blackpilled on this shit.
I might watch that Mikey No More Comicsgate video on stream one day. It's fucking awesome. That's him? Yeah. All right, we'll take a look at this.
Often, let's say maybe once per year on average.
All right, so Upper Echelon is now doing the thing. Basically, my summary of this video
really
going
long?
in is this is the it's an election year, guys, type video. This is the Denims take. This is like the, hey, we're not going to criticize this because this is like obviously a cancel wave. Like this is like the lefty cancel wave has come again.
This video is brought to you by Incogni. Stick around to hear more about the special offer they're providing to the entire Upper Echelon community. Difficult to explain. Let's say maybe once per year on average, something happens. It's a little...
Guys, once per year, there's a big YouTube drama.
Bit difficult to explain, but every once in a while on YouTube and other social media as well, individual creators inadvertently trigger something, which I call a feeding frenzy. And
so we're going to talk about this as if it's just this unavoidable thing that can happen. Also, BBC coming up is funny because like the real BBC is like Mahler's show. That's kind of similar to FNT.
rather than lowering myself.
Dude, wait, where is that clip, dude? I'm sorry, I'm having an ADHD Nick moment, an ADHD Oreo moment. Let's talk about your... Is this it? Oh god, this video is so funny.
What's going to happen?
Dude, this is my favorite one. This is my favorite clip.
Nicholas DeOrio.
Every time
I think you're a pretty funny guy.
Every time I see the BBC.
I never knew Upper Echelon was a locale.
Is he not?
My favorite YouTubers are CORNBALLS.
Dude, so every time I see the BBC, I think of this clip.
I wanted it to happen. It's a ridiculous thing to say.
Ridiculous. Okay, let's talk about your BBC.
Bro, I did not know that Piers Morgan was built like that.
It was going to happen. I wanted it to happen. It's a ridiculous thing to say.
Ridiculous. Okay, let's talk about your BBC. I have a tape of a BBC.
It was going to happen.
I'm sorry. It's totally off topic. I apologize.
Into the cesspit, which I have done before, by the way. I am not immune to that phenomenon. But rather than openly participating in it this time, I want to take a step backwards and look at the entire concept. Obviously, the catalyst behind why I'm choosing to do this video right now is...
Yeah. So, it's like, guys, once a year, an entire cancel mob comes for somebody. I will not elaborate as to why that's happening, but unfortunately, this time they've chosen the quartering.
Jeremy Hambley, also known as The Quartering, who seems to be the latest example in a long chain of prior instances where the
framing of this video is that, like, this is a bad thing.
Actions and responses of a single larger creator turns into
really
just
lolly?
a tidal wave of criticism from all corners of the internet.
All corners, meaning it's like a bipartisan issue.
It starts off as necessary criticism, according to some people, but by the...
Again, we're like, dude, I mean, you just have to know, like, the basic things here. You gotta be against deplatforming in your community. That's, like, the bare minimum.
At the end of the cycle, it is a feeding frenzy. Certain channels are earning tens of thousands of dollars relentlessly dissecting Jeremy's life right now. Others are openly lying about him for profit. And even if the bedrock origin of the situation has merit, what we see right now is mob mentality.
Bro, would you say this about, like, a child molester? What if this guy... Dude, listen, even if the situation has merit, this is mob mentality. Where's your line, bro? Where is your line before it's just okay to do? If the mob is right, you have to actually consider, why is the mob angry? That's a huge fucking factor.
Let's go back in time. Understanding what the cycle is requires examples. And by the way, at the end of it all, I'm going to talk about how you avoid having this happen to you. Because truth be told, it's not particularly difficult.
Yeah, but the people who do have this happen to them, for the most part, are too stupid to follow your advice.
You have to fight against your own baser instincts and ego, sadly. But avoiding the act...
Yeah, again, you can't tell them. They can't listen. I am an expert in telling people how to avoid controversy, and I'm an expert in having segments to cover every night I go live. If people just took my advice and things that I say when I'm making these, like, videos, there would be no more drama. I'm comfortable giving away the game because they're too stupid to play.
Actual ravenous mob itself...
This is Gramuglia coded. I feel that too.
...isn't all that hard to do. I'll start with Suzy Lu.
Wow, bro. Quartering is not. Smaggle, you're gonna get fucking sued, bro. I'm Smaggle, I disavow your comment. Get out of here. Stop that.
Suzy Lu.
I'm saving you from a lawsuit, Smaggle. I disavow.
It was an anime reaction.
Now, who here knows about Suzy Lu? Are there any vintage Nicholas DeOrio viewers in the chat right now who remembers that we had our own Boulder stream where we caught Suzy Lu live on fucking live
Nicholas!
On stream?
The goat.
Who here was
Thank
ancient
you for the
Paul?
$5, my
Yes,
bad.
Suzy Lu was a justifiable criticism. Suzy had a controversy, not too crazy here. She filed a copyright strike on somebody, and then she had a report history where she was flagging videos. That was like kind of that's the backstory on her thing, and she's the girl who coined the phrase "I own the copyright to my face" in her defense, which she most certainly didn't. Jeremy covered it, John Swan covered it, I covered it. I was on the stream where we got her flag history, and that's like an olden clip. But the other thing is Suzy had a second drama, and we all covered that one too, where she started to become an anime reaction channel that was pulling out, like on her Patreon, she was reacting to like, I believe it was almost full episodes, and her reaction sucked. it felt like she was just freebooting anime and reposting it. That was the prevailing thought for the people who were watching her content. And her channel was like growing and growing and growing, but it was a thing where she's just like getting, like there were like DMCAs and stuff that were happening from like TV Tokyo. All this stuff was, again, this ancient YouTube drama, you should look into it. But again, the reason why people went after Suzy Lu was like totally justified.
YouTuber, which is pretty low on the internet totem pole, if we're being honest. But even though...
And she was out walking her dog. That's why she couldn't be on the stream until she ripped the mic from her boyfriend, Steve. There's a whole bunch of stuff.
What she does is abundantly common on the platform.
She was basically just sitting in frame playing Crunchyroll. Yeah, she was reacting, but it wasn't really anything significant. And it appears that's still the content she's making, though it's significantly more cut down here, and I wonder if the Patreon element is still around. I think wasn't she getting like DMCAs and stuff? So she moved to a website, or I'm forgetting all the details. This is like fucking, I apologize if I got any of that wrong, but this is like 7-year-old drama.
After being criticized for lack of fair use and other low effort uploads, she decided to fight
husband. Oh, she got married. Very good.
The mob. She and her boyfriend, supposedly a lawyer, if I remember.
Yeah, nowadays we have like sleep streams from Keemstar where she just steals publicly, and that was the clips that we were seeing. And that's like the last couple of years or whatever, whenever she does that. But back then, this was like the most egregious. This was like the most egregious content we'd ever seen. Obviously,
Nicholas DeOrio streamed about this last night, and after watching Nick's stream, I'm kind of fucking blackpilled.
Hey, thank you, Mike the Bike. Hope you're doing well.
Been a while since I've watched a live stream. Finally settled into my job at a university. Hope all is well.
I appreciate
hands. Have
you.
a great stream.
See, most people who do this shit make audio tracks that you can then download the episode or launch aside from Crunchyroll. And that's how they get around it. People create like audio only versions of their reaction. When played with the original media, it's like a commentary by the director, a director commentary. That's what it is. And like that is above board and allowed, whereas not so much this or the stuff she was making at the time.
Remember correctly at the time, began pushing back, fanning the flames, even reporting criticism of her under the harassment or cyberbullying category. And what followed was something I referred to at the time as the Suzy Lu Gold Rush.
There I am.
Her career is over. She's the worst. Deplatforming, controversy, copyright abuse, and on and on and on it went. The terms...
That was my video, The Ballad of Suzy Lu. And it obviously was a joke on the Mundane Matt, the Ballad of Mundane Matt, with a similar green thumbnail with the person in the middle. Like it was, because it was very much mirroring the Mundane Matt drama 7 years ago.
Suzy Lu, back in the early 2020s, returned.
I still like that video. It's still a pretty good video. The Christmas one is probably better because it has more updated information.
A never-ending fire hose of dramatic headlines and detailed updates about how categorically fucked Suzy's entire life was. Except it wasn't.
Tweet.
She's still here in 2026, double the size now at least, doing pretty much the exact same thing. Seems like she puts a little...
Yeah, that's like a bad thing, unless she's changed her content dramatically, which I hope she has.
A little bit more effort in now, which is...
Well, that's good.
Good, but the drama cycle that dominated the trending tab back then for weeks on end eventually faded.
Well, yeah, because if flagging channels is bad, filing false copyright strikes is bad. That's like a bad behavior. That's, of course, something that's going to draw the ire of her peers.
Because it always does. How about another example? Pirate software. Pirates...
Oh, you're not making friends with this topic. This is too new.
Software is an interesting one because the hate mob got so big, earning so much money in the process. It's still happening almost...
Are you seeing this? It's like we're starting to get examples where it's like,
an entire year later. What began as a simple, smug mistake in a popular video game transformed practically overnight into a ravenous mob.
You see what's happening? It's like nothing is justified because the mob is bad. The mob is ontologically evil, so any relating... like, the mob is more evil than the action.
Hundreds of thousands of dollars collectively by just...
What is this? This guy doesn't make drama content, right? Has this guy ever made drama content? What does he do? We have the metaverse and Epstein. Oh god, he's a freedom fighter. He's saving the world. Did this guy cover any Mr. Beast stuff? I was told that he did like dog pack Mr. Beast stuff, but it seems like no, he seems out of... Oh, that's Elon Musk. Is he I imagine he's defending Elon Musk. All right, there's Ian Miles Chong, but again, it's few and far between. Lawsuit against Mr. Beast and Amazon. The future of Mr. Beast's reputation is bleak. The Mr. Beast disaster could Nick, would you consider opioids? Mr. Beast is covering everything. Mr. Beast is protecting pedophiles. Mr. Beast cover-up has begun. Mr. Beast's team imploding. Disaster facing Mr. Beast. Okay, well, it seems like you play the cancel games too, I guess. Maybe not anymore. Maybe you've learned your lesson after a year.
Tearing his life apart. At first it was, he lies about credentials or fails to take accountability. But by the end of it all,
Nicholas,
thank you.
The goat. Thank you for the $5.
People were interviewing his prior roommates that he lived with and talking about how messy he was. Entire channels rose and fell on the back of this drama, spamming out 15.
It's similar to Onision. Would you make the same argument about Onision, though? Do you think you can't cover Onision?
Guys, I'm not going to show
if people are willing to watch it.
There's no need to. Just, bro, my word is my bond, okay? Okay, fine, I'll show it. Fuck you, Nicholas DeOrio!
Thank you!
20, 30 separate videos about trivial details in the saga, rehashing prior discoveries, and turning this man's life into a veritable zoo exhibit where the most outlandish vocal and dramatic claims made the most money.
Wouldn't it be cool if he just didn't talk and he didn't continue to put himself in a deeper and deeper spot? Again, I cover tons of YouTube drama that has the potential to get that big, and the guy just shuts the fuck up, learns from it, and moves on. Right? We have one episoders. We do.
It was a feeding frenzy, and certain people got rich. Yet another example, this time the largest YouTuber on the whole platform, Mr. Beast, took place when he was accused of all sorts of workplace impropriety by former contestants and employees.
Is it that... Wait, so am I remembering incorrectly? Is Upper Echelon not a lol cow? Is it that people were telling me his Mr. Beast videos were terrible? Is that it? People are telling me his, dog pack coverage was actually fucking terrible. Maybe that's what I remembered him from? Or did he have his own drama? Because there was a lot of shitty dog pack coverage.
I myself participated in that.
So here's the critique. You participated in Mr. Beast a year ago, so now you have the righteous position of criticizing the coverage on Jeremy.
One, under the justification that this was arguably the face of YouTube. He was getting multi-million-dollar contracts with Amazon at the time, and thus any infraction on his part reflected badly on the entire YouTube platform. But even still, as the feeding frenzy escalated, I was an active participant, wrapped up in the process of update videos and new discoveries, all for the sake of viewership.
Yeah, none of this is bad. He's trying to act like... Dude, you know what this is missing? Is horrific music playing in the background to really overemphasize how much of a soapbox this guy's standing on. Can we put some fucking brutal music in the back of this? I put the reins on. Let's listen to this with the reins so we can really hear what he's trying to say. If I can find the version that we play on the channel. History. Oh no, I can't find it. That's not good. I'll just pick a different one. Let's grab... Oh, here.
An ad revenue. It's intoxicating. Regardless, my point with these examples is to demonstrate the cycle overall, where initial criticism gets met with pushback, sparking the insatiable mob mentality to a degree where empathy, reason, and especially rationality leave the building entirely. Everything you do online gets tracked, stolen, monetized, and harvested. A lot of people don't care about this. They click allow cookies and accept the
Dog, you make fucking YouTube videos. People are gonna have problems with them. It's really not that deep. If you act like an asshole, the coverage expands. There's nothing to it. It's stupid.
Terms without a second thought. The friend who...
Oh my... Wait, was that... No way.
A lot of people don't care.
Wait, no way. No way. That's an ad... That's an ad read?
Leave the building entirely. Everything you do online gets tracked, stolen, monetized, and harvested.
I thought this was part...
A lot of people don't care about this. They click allow cookies and...
I'm done, bro. Get out of the... Fuck your incognito. Get out of here. I thought that was an argument. Oh, God.
Cycle has existed.
I guess that's a good segue.
For almost 2 decades and will continue existing long into the future on these platforms. We arrive, finally, at Jeremy Hambley, also known as TheQuartering. Just to get this out of the way right now, Jeremy has only ever been good to me.
Yeah, I imagine that's probably true. I don't think that you would have this is... You want to talk about hills to die on? This is it.
At least personally. He pledged money in a particular legal situation. I've corresponded with him about topics. He's covered my work before a few times on his channel. And I have nothing negative to say about him on a...
Have you not watched a single video this guy's made? Dude, hold on. Dude, while you're saying this, I have not a single negative thing to say about Jeremy. You're showing a picture of the worst black fatigue in history. Are you fucking kidding? You have nothing bad to say.
Covered my work before a few times on his channel, and I have nothing negative to say about him on a personal level.
On a personal level, I apologize. I clipped them there.
However, his entire mainstream online identity is built around attacking people.
Yeah. So this doesn't really work with your video premise. This guy's whole thing is trying to like initiate mob mentality and destroy people. And it's not limited to online personalities. It's limited to like ideology. This is stuff that could affect people's like relationships with their friends and family.
That's just what he does. The Quartering is a
This is the demon that ruins your Thanksgiving dinner.
Central pillar of the right-wing drama ecosystem on YouTube and also other platforms.
Jeremy is literally pro Team Low Road, where people get fired from their jobs over online comments.
For that matter. So when we talk about the concept of mob mentality,
he is mob mentality.
It's a little bit ironic to see the mob.
It's not a little bit ironic. It's very ironic.
Turning their attention to him in particular. However, the scale that we're talking about right now is so big, so fast, and with no end in sight, it makes me want to put out some words of caution.
Oh, please. Throw the tape out, sir. I can't wait.
I'm not here to be hyper-specific, but the lightning-fast recap is that Jeremy appears to have intense, rather frequent rants all across social media about how powerful he is and all what he can do to his enemies. He's threatened to have channels removed before when those channels criticized him, which ended up actually happening, by the way.
Dude, this is just such a fucking... I'm getting so mad. I want to let him finish his initial fucking thing before I start digging into this.
In a situation where people speculate about what level of influence he might have inside YouTube itself. What started as a simple feud between...
Dude, he threatened 20-something times to have a channel taken down, and then it happened. But dude, I'm sorry. This is so fucking... This is such a shitty minimization.
Nicholas DeOrio.
It's such a shitty minimization.
He made a review on D2016 played on the hardest difficulty and gave it a low score because it was too hard, or something like that.
Thank you.
Then doubled down on it. You should see the comments he left on that video.
This is my problem. You can't talk about this without mentioning that Jeremy threatened to go to the CEO of Kick thinking he could have PPP and Andy removed from the site where their main income source is. And he's like expressed that he wanted to do this. That's fucking insane. That needs to be at the forefront of your mind. Not only is he flexing his YouTube rep, not only is he threatening to go after YouTube channels, he thought it was totally justifiable to have them deplatformed from Kick. That is way bigger. That is way bigger.
Him and a couple of smaller channels became widespread backlash against him, his co-hosts, and even anyone who calls him a friend. The internet began speculating about his sex life.
You don't have to fucking take backlash for being friends with him. You just don't have to die on the cross for him. You don't have to get out there and defend him when you're wrong. That's gonna piss people off.
Latest video.
But Nick, it was an activist judge.
Yeah.
Drinking habits, his family, anything, everything.
His drinking habits, they're directly relevant to what's happening here. It's not a low blow to tell the alcoholic to fucking stop drinking so he stops making it worse. It's very obvious that alcohol is like a fucking key player in this situation.
Because during a feeding frenzy, there are no rules.
Yeah, dude, they're targeting his family because he went after the channel. Bro, that's not the order of events, dude. His wife's all over his channel and Jeremy fucking freaked out over that. It's not like they're like, oh, this guy's a flagger, let's attack his wife. That's not the order in which this occurred. We're really like diminishing the stuff that Jeremy did here to try to make this prevailing narrative that the mob is wrong.
People are once again making tens of thousands of dollars, collectively probably hundreds of thousands of dollars, dedicating their entire online existence to shit-talking this man. And while I certainly have heard things...
Dude, I'm sorry. Cry about it to the culture. Social media breeds drama. People watch reality TV shows. At least this shit's actually real.
Things that give me pause, like the allegation that he tricked another creator and nearly destroyed her fledgling tea business. Even if those things are true, witnessing a world where hundreds of creators, perhaps millions of people in total, are just relentlessly pulling...
Wait, hold on. Even if those things are true, I guess the Tea channel thing is up in the air because Sydney Watson has not said anything credible or shown any evidence of this, and I'm not going to just blindly believe it. But like, let's be honest here. he's using that one to be like, well, even if this stuff is real, it's like most of this stuff is real. Most of this stuff is real.
Where hundreds of creators, perhaps millions of people in total, are just relentlessly pulling a man's life apart, it does make me
He can
pause.
concede at any point.
Here's why.
He could start by saying sorry, dude.
As the cycle continues, exacerbated horribly by Jeremy's own personal actions.
At least you concede that much.
As it spins out of control, the relative quality of analysis or commentary or criticism, big air quotes around that word, because that's really just a shield that people use now to just viciously harass someone they don't like.
Oh, now Jeremy's a big victim of harassment. Wow. Oh, I love the way this is forming. Let's downplay the allegations. Let's diminish their credibility. And then let's call it all
That's sadly the majority of
let's attack the veracity of the criticism.
What's happening at the moment. But anyway, as it spins out of control, everything, the quality of everything, the caliber of analysis and digging, investigation, commentary, all of it goes down rapidly. See here, this is a supposed lawsuit, okay?
Yeah, I agree. The lawsuit's stupid. The lawsuit guys look like they're total grifters.
Brought forward by some random guy on social media.
Not through PPP, not related to majority of the discourse. It's a total cherry-picked thing. But again, this is a reminder to not fifth girl any of these dramas, because this fucking backpacker is now giving this idiot an excuse to sweep for Jeremy.
As a class action retaliation.
Here, perfect example. This is totally worthless. Whatever lawsuit that fucking Legal Mindset's been talking about, or whatever dickhead on Twitter, total waste of time.
Against the quartering and YouTube, for that matter, for the damage that they've caused. Just one problem. This is actual gibberish. The man claimed to have a law firm in the initial post, and yet the lawsuit is represented pro se, which...
Yeah, this is beyond parody. This guy's retarded.
Means there isn't a law firm.
I'm sorry that you found one retard, but ultimately that doesn't diminish the quality of the commentary on this subject. Yeah, I got tons of criticisms for Camelot. All right, can you explain why Chrissy Mayr is good? Can you explain why her actions are justified? Can you explain why people shouldn't be critical of Jeremy's live streams when he continues to double down on things, or pulls back, gets drunk, and doubles down on things?
It's also a
PPP called. We covered that. PPP didn't even like this. The guys who were directly involved called out the people who started this bullshit lawsuit.
Draft, not an actual lawsuit. What's more, the entire thing centers almost exclusively on DMCA, Digital Millennium Copyright Act, which has nothing to do with the entire situation. DMCA.
Yeah, I agree. It's stupid.
is not a component here at all. And the rest of the law.
We're going to dedicate how much time in this video to talk about this lawsuit? when we're glossing over what Jeremy actually did. And that's why people have a problem with Upper Echelon's content on this.
Lawsuit in turn focuses on one of the smaller channels that Jeremy had problems with on a personal level, despite that channel explicitly not wanting to even be associated with it. I'm tempted to use the word joke right now, but there's no joke here because the feeding frenzy is now attracting people who are genuinely unhinged.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. There are some bad apples.
This guy, Chad Hughes
seems like a dumbass.
Unironically, okay, and I wish him well, but I'm not.
Why do you wish him well? I don't wish anything of him at all.
I'm making a joke right now. He appears to be suffering from AI psychosis, which is a real thing, by the way. People now suffer psychotic breaks from reality because of extended sycophantic chatbot.
Okay, so we're going to jump past, once we get through the lawsuit stuff,
parameters of what qualifies.
Feel free to watch the original video, but it's not relevant to any of this discourse.
As fair game in this escalating protocol where the dopamine drama hit justifies any.
What damn?
There's a KFC in Yemen!
Call this guy President Sweep Day. Seriously, he sounds like President Sunday if Sunday didn't have a mouthful of marbles.
Yeah, again, like, this has nothing to do with Kino
there's this
Casino.
creature named Nicholas DeOrio. He has this segment.
Ooh, we hit the goal! You guys have earned another goal!
I'm glad Operation Quartering started as the Battle of EHD got stale. It's great to have a better scrap to pivot to, like how Grimgor Ironhide left Clan Molder alone when it got old. Playable in Total War Warhammer 3.
You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. All right, with Upper Echelon here, let's take a second. I'm sorry, I'm skipping past it because the lawsuit has nothing to do with Kino Casino, which are the main players in the situation. In fact, it's been called out by those people. And the other thing is, this lawsuit doesn't damage Jeremy in any conceivable way. It's retarded. So it's, oh guys, the gloves are off, anything goes now. It's like, yeah, anything goes now, but what's gonna happen to Jeremy over this ridiculous lawsuit? Yeah, don't point out Jeremy's alcoholism, but this guy has AI psychosis, and here's how we can tell, is also kind of hypocritical.
And everything just to keep it going. This is a disconcerting thing to witness, but the sad fact of the matter is that you can easily avoid this happening to you. Here's a personal story, okay? Way back in the day, I did a video game review. I mean, this was quite a long time.
Who in the chat just said the video game review? Someone in my chat just said, wait, this guy literally gave a game. Oh my god, dude, you were fucking Nostradamus.
Time ago. It was a bad one.
No way. No way.
All right? I don't remember if it was just a bad day or if I was lazy, I don't know, or just genuinely did a
no way
bad job. But it was a terrible video and I got criticized for it. By itself in a vacuum, that's no big deal. It happens. But when you're facing backlash, you have 3 distinct separate options. You can apologize, which is not something I'm inclined to ever do. You can defend yourself, which is something I'm inclined to do, or you can go silent. I tried to defend myself, which was stupid, and resulted in a variety of different videos being made, some of which went kind.
Why do you expose yourself for being like babies? These guys all talk like, oh, this is what I do. This is me. This is... Bro, when I get something wrong and like people are fucking whining about it in chat and it's like it pisses me off, the first thing I do is like, oh shit, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. Like, why is it looked at as a bad thing to acknowledge that you didn't want to accidentally misframe something, or you're saying something? Why can't you just say sorry? I understand that it doesn't always quell the mob, and maybe after like 50 lies, people aren't going to believe it. But I genuinely do feel bad when I fuck things up on my stream. I don't think there's anything wrong with saying sorry. I think if you're afraid, I'm never inclined to apologize. That just tells me that you're a weak person. You're a weak person who doesn't want to be viewed as wrong. I don't, like, to say that you don't feel inclined to apologize ever is just like it's a bad character trait. You're just saying that you're like that's just like a, hey, put a sign on him and say, hey, look, he's sensitive.
Kind of viral in the video.
It's fragile, yeah.
Game world, then leading to a very impactful.
In fact, the best way out of most dramas is to just be truthful and explain what happened. Of course, if you're malicious and you've done something seriously wrong, it might not help. But if you're actually getting a bunch of hate online for something that you did and you didn't intend to do it, honesty is most of the time the best policy.
Decision point. When you're facing the fledgling mob, okay, not the full-blown final form boss monster mob mentality. I mean the fledgling mob that's just beginning to form. There is one singular correct approach. Ignore them. As soon as the mob mentality starts, as soon as people begin to feel a sense of camaraderie with each other around hating you as their sole...
And yeah, I think there are times where ignoring is the best policy. There are people who are bad faith, and there are people who are going to continue to shift the goalpost, and every time you invest your time into it, it's becoming like lol cow tier behavior, because you've just got to correct them for that nth time. But to say, I will never apologize ever, or I'm never inclined to apologize, just, again, that's just a character flaw.
Rallying cry, the only correct answer is stop talking. Ignore them. They don't exist, they're not important, and you'll let the mob dissipate. The wrong approach...
Bro, you can't give this fucking... You're giving this to a chronic alcoholic with a Twitter addiction. What does this shit matter, bro? Anybody who's watching this video, who's a potential lolcow in training, they won't be able to take this advice.
Approach is to try and defend yourself. Even if you think you're right, hell, even if you are right in a lot of circumstances.
This is bad advice. The important thing to draw from this is it's really not. This does work in some cases, but it's not always the best advice. Like in Jeremy's case...
started insulting me viciously on Twitter.
In Jeremy's case, depending on where he puts this to work, then yeah, I mean, I don't think it would work. I think it's bad advice. But it depends on what part of Jeremy this is applied to. let's say we're being charitable to upper echelon, and he means when the Kino Casino is bashing him and calling the dude a bull, the sky bull, and making comments about Jeremy's wife, what if he just never talked about them, never even engaged with it, and moved on with his life? In that case, yeah, I think upper echelon is totally right. That would have 100% avoided all of this. But then Jeremy didn't do that. He threatened to have their channels taken. But after the point of no return, when he's threatening to have like the Kick CEO or reach out to the Kick CEO and demand they like take down Kino Casino's channel and threaten to, at that point, you can't go radio silent. It's not going to help. It's not going to do anything for you.
Internet mobs are not governed by social expectations of reason or logic. They're governed by money, outrage. It's particularly a few
the problem with his advice, he's talking about internet hate mobs, and there was no internet hate mob at that time. It was just Kino Casino blasting him. The internet hate mob really came up when he started doing the deplatforming shit, because it was completely contrary to every public position he shares on his stream.
Shepherds usually that kind of whip them into a frenzy and then kind of unleash them in a certain direction. But they're governed.
And someone in my chat wrote, do you get paid? I feel like I should be getting paid. Yeah, we should be making money off of this. I'm sorry. You're acting like it's bad to make money off of internet drama, which I'm sorry, but I don't know what your soapbox looks like these days. I find this kind of an embarrassingly tone-deaf take.
By money, outrage, and the thrill of collectively having someone else that isn't them to attack.
I'm sorry, I have to do a much more ethical process of getting my money by farming clips of Billie Eilish or Sydney Sweeney on Twitter going, isn't this girl kind of ugly? Guys, can we use Grok to make women hot again? And then just get like financially, like my financial future assured by Elon Musk grifter machine. That's what we really need, guys. We need more, is this woman even hot tweets, so we get like rage bait in the comments and I make tons of money.
Once together. It's not a good thing, typically, although...
What if it's justified hate? That's the problem with Upper Echelon's video. There is no justified hate. He's not designating anything justified. His examples are Suzy Lu, justified. Pirate Software, I didn't cover it enough to know if all of it was justified, but at least at first, it was absolutely justified. The quartering stuff is absolutely justified.
You could argue it happens to a deserving target here and there from time to time.
Okay.
But the only way to make it stop is never engage with it in the first place. That's pretty much impossible for most people. The feeling of having a few thousand...
Well, that's awesome. Thank you for that advice.
Or worse yet, tens of thousands of people finding every single conceivable way to personally reach you and try to brute force their...
Oh, now they're trying to reach you.
Criticism into your head because in their mind, that's what you deserve. That feeling is
Dude, just don't have a YouTube channel if this is something that's too much. If this is too difficult for you to navigate, instead of making yourself a victim, why don't you just go and like get a job? I always give this speech. I haven't given it in a while. I'll say it again. I don't want to sit here and tell you guys about how difficult my day was on social media. People lie about me all the time. They say horrific shit. They fucking signal boost bullshit allegations and try to get big content creators to engage with it. It could be a real drag. But you know how bad it isn't? It's not as bad as the viewer in my chat right now who's listening to me doing like a double shift because he has to work 2 jobs to maintain his lifestyle and support his family, who has to deal with like really shitty fucking bosses, who has to deal with a commute that he doesn't want to do because he doesn't have a remote job or something, or a job that has like a hybrid schedule, so he has to go stock shelves and deal with asshole customers. Do you think that fucking guy who's gonna send me $10 and thank me for my stream wants to hear how difficult my day was because there were too many mean comments sent to me on Twitter? Do you think that guy gives a flying fuck about like a fucking insulting comment that I had to read in my YouTube comment section? No, he doesn't give a fuck about that, dude. Because I have fucking, like, this has been gifted to me. I get to sit here and talk shit on YouTube while people send me fucking thousands of dollars. Literally thousands of dollars. This is a fucking dream job. So yeah, if the worst part of my day was I had to field some mean comments and I had to navigate around a tough situation, I guarantee it's better than the 99% of the people who are watching because they're enjoying the coverage. So I'm not going to sit here and cry and whine about how bad my day is going or make you try to feel bad for me or whatever, because my day's going pretty good in comparison to the majority of you. So That's why I think this whole line of logic is flawed. If you don't want to deal with the mild repercussions of having a bad social media take on a YouTube channel that farms outrage, then why don't you go get a fucking job? Okay? Why don't you go, instead of shitting in Walmart, why don't you go work there? Okay? Get a vest. Get a vest. Because honestly, this social media landscape isn't for you. It's not for you. And if you keep going down this path, the only option you'll have left when you're an unemployable adult is you'll have to go to the YouTube Florida, which is my good friend Keemstar's channel, where he hosts the biggest losers on social media and tries to keep their families fed.
Describably awful. But at the very same time, seeing as I've spent half the video condemning the concept of internet hate mobs, at the very same time, under certain unfortunate circumstances, it's the only recourse people think they have. Most of the YouTube feeding frenzies that I've personally witnessed didn't fall into this category.
Dude, all of this is just like, I'm terminally online and I can't handle it. Get a job. Unironically, keep doing YouTube. Get a job. Do something else for half your week. If you're just sitting there scrolling and Googling and fucking going on fucking forums and hanging out on fucking... Dude, you're gonna go crazy. You're gonna be insane. All right, just do something else. Jeremy's got 17 channels where he could fucking do his hobbies. He could do Magic the Gathering. He could do RC cars. He could do claw machines. But instead, he just sits there and Googles himself all day and tries to find something to be mad about. It's pathetic. It's pathetic. Get a hobby. Go somewhere. Go watch a play. Go to a movie. Get some friends. Play fucking Dungeons and Dragons. Whatever allows you to escape from being your own boss and running your YouTube channel and making 10 fucking YouTube videos a day. Go and do that if you can't handle this fucking thing.
But once in a while, situations present themselves where the platform as a whole...
Actually go collect boulders. Actually go and actually collect boulders. You'll find that to be more insightful, like a better use of your time than reading about fucking people saying mean shit to you. Literally go find boulders on the side of the road.
Refuses to solve things, right? Like YouTube itself just refuses to help. When that happens, for lack of a better example, there's an antibody reaction. The community comes together, and much the same way white blood cells begin attacking the virus in the body.
Opioids? Oh my god, this is so embarrassing. It's such a terrible
I turned
video.
36 this year. I've been working labor jobs since I was 20. One thing I like about you, Nick, is that you stay humble and speak out for the working man, because it is disgusting when tubers forget how hard some people work.
Yeah, I'm tired of streamers being like, guys, we need to up those super chats. I've been working my ass off. I just streamed for 6 hours. And there's fucking laborers in the chat being like, here's this, I'm a tier 3 sub. It just kind of, I hate that. I absolutely hate that. I don't sit here and pretend that I don't make any money and I'm like a little fucking peepo, like, oh, thank you for supporting me. I do great. I appreciate every last dollar you guys send me. But I also realize that some people can't do that. Some people are in positions where that's not like economically viable, and I don't like shaming people for that. I appreciate everybody who even just shows up to the stream.
Commentary channels and
or watches the VODs.
Veterans of the platform begin attacking the
or checks this out in the shorts.
Perpetrator. Falsely flagging content and getting other channels struck down is genuinely damaging. I mean, you're screwing with people's livelihoods at that point. If you get a channel...
Yeah, that's a guys, we're 13 minutes through a 16-minute video. Yeah, it turns out the bastion of free speech being a false flagger. Potentially, yeah, with an email that we've still never seen, right? That could be a big problem for people. Yeah, that's people's income, man. That's gonna piss them off.
Deleted, I mean, presumably there's a person and their family on the receiving end of it that no longer has income.
See, dude, when I talk about this and I'm like, oh, mean comments, the chat's like, yeah, 100%, I agree with you. But if you lose your channel and you're out of a job, they will say, yeah, just go get a job, like cynically, but like, that is a bit more for the audience to bite. The audience can go, I remember a time where I lost my job and I had to start over. And then you're eliciting that emotional. That's the moment where the chatter and the streamer can meet. And that elicits like a serious emotional reaction. And that's where people get really upset. For sure.
It can be a very big deal. It's effectively a cardinal internet sin, in my view. So when that happens, especially if it seems like the issue is being top-down supported or
Nicholas
exacerbated.
DeOrio. Hey, I actually think you're a pretty funny guy.
Someone just said you can deliver groceries for $20 an hour. Yeah, Mundane Matt flagged a lot of channels, and he'll be delivering my Taco Bell to my hotel room. Not to say that it's a bad job to work Uber. I respect every Uber driver, but I'm sure Mundane Matt would rather be making content right now.
By the platform, in this case YouTube, which appears to be the case here with Jeremy. Although I can't say for certain, even when that simply appears to be the case with no proof, the reaction that you get from the wider community is visceral. People attack, they try to shut down this harmful presence with the only mechanism at most of their disposal, in this case vicious criticism.
You don't Uber, you were... Oh no, I just wanted to make a joke about Mundane Matt, and I saw that as a good jump off point. I'm sorry.
And despite my personal feelings about where the line is, what is or is not too much for any given case, the simple fact is that no one should be surprised that it's happening at all.
So this is just a worthless video. Again, feel free to go watch the rest on your own. He's just not really saying much of anything. It's that cancel culture is bad. Cancel culture is bad is a take from like 2018. Guys, cancel culture is bad. It's pretty bad, okay? Yeah, we don't really like cancel culture. Cancel culture got me fired from my job as a school counselor, okay? Now I gotta go work for ICE, okay? Oh, Craig, what's going on, Craig? Okay, that's kind of bad. That's happening. That's pretty bad.
Ultimately, I don't want to spend my time investigating drama.
Yeah, it's not cancel. Oh, I don't want to spend my time investigating in drama. Then why don't you shut the fuck up, man? Why don't you go make another video on Jeffrey Epstein, dude? I'm sure you'll take accountability. Holy shit, dude.
Nicholas DeOrio streamed about this last night, and after watching Nick's stream, I'm kind of fucking black-pilled on this shit.
Thanks for cheering up us Wage YS Nick. I was just reminiscing about my childhood neighbor's nightmare on Elm Street pinball machine.
My god.
That thing was sick. Appreciate you, my guy. Keep the lols coming.
Bro, my favorite meme on YouTube is whenever my YouTube friends, especially ones I haven't spoken to in a while, text me pictures of pinball machines they've seen in real life. The other day, I'm not going to show a picture because I don't want to out where this guy is, because you can literally use pinball maps to find where they are.
So there's this creature named Nicholas DeOrio. He has this segment called the Ultimate Rate
That's why
Reviews.
it's like, don't ever send me pictures of pinball machines, because Pinball Maps documents every pinball location, and if you have like 3 of them, you can triangle. It's bad OPSEC. Just don't send me pictures of pinball machines like publicly. Obviously, I wouldn't do that, but it is bad OPSEC. But fucking Christ, it's very funny. It is very funny. Here, yeah. They send me pictures of machines. Wow, what? Government tracking us through pinball? Well, it's obviously not made to identify. Basically what happened is Augie sent me a picture of a pinball machine, and I could see 3 pinball machines there. So I was like, okay, what 3 pinball machines would be those pinball machines? And he's like, bro, how did you know which arcade I was in? It's like, because pinball maps. That's just how pinball maps works. Tommy C is in waiting to call. Yeah. It's a great resource if you're looking for a specific game. But yeah, you probably shouldn't take pictures of the machines because they can tell where you are through that. Ethan Van Sciver, what? They're the same toilet. Oh, guys, that's the best part. Let's take a look at some of these. Take your personal data back with Incogni. What do we have? Brooms, shilling, sweeping, ring the bell, total weekend victory. It's okay when you were the quartering do it, got it. Shilling and sweeping at the same time.
The goat.
Truly taking after the ham planet. Yeah. Jeremy Hambley was literally part of this every single feeding. I love this. Jeremy Hambley was literally a part of every single feeding frenzy that has occurred in the last 8 years on YouTube. And now you're gonna feel bad when he gets run through his own sword. Nah. Feeding frenzy or not, he's suffering the consequences of his actions. Just because he was nice to you doesn't mean he isn't a piece of garbage. This was quite the choice. Nobody's lying about Jeremy. Bro's actually taking bullets for the quarter pounder. The sweep is on! You live by the sword, die by the sword. Quartering made his own bed and sleep in it. There is not a single... Wait, hold on. This all sounds like a bunch of morally grandstanding without a... Wait. Oh my god, no, it's not. It's not even a defense. I thought this was going to be a defense. It's not a... Is there one pirate had it coming? Feeding frenzy. Well-deserved outrage, free speech warrior. Quartering is known to exclusively attack people he either doesn't agree with or... Oh my god. Oh my god. Is there any positive comment? You're sweeping for oranges now? The felting will continue until morale improves. Which, by the way, this might as well be a quote from Jeremy when he's talking about morale improving after those people lost their jobs. Sweep it up! Coffee brand coffee might as well be... Oh my god. Sweep it up, Channy. Sometimes the mob is justified. Kino Casino sends his regards! What are the oranges for? Dude's lying, scamming, grifting. Oh my god, bro. Is this upper echelon's James? I don't even know who James Lindsay is. Fuck. Is there any comments that are positive? Dude, John Delaroy's. I don't even know who John Delaroy's is. Is this it? Is that... Okay. Ugh. No, it's all public. No, it's another one. I see you conveniently left out stop killing games that really kill... Yeah, isn't that interesting? It's almost like that was a contributing factor. This is actually one of the worst... Wait. As much as you think you know about the internet, you don't. Jeremy Handley's 6 degrees of separation is huge. He touches many corners of the internet. It's not as surprising that a huge mob has come for him. This is nuance. The comment... Wait. This is nuance? This comment made me think? What? Gotta retract. Kino Casino's gonna talk about your video on stream. Then Geeks of Gamers, Nerdrotic, Nicholas DeOrio, and more will comment on it. Okay, this is cringe, but I mean, I gotta disagree, man. I don't think anyone reasonable has or might at some point have any issue with what I said. Well, yeah, I mean, I do. I didn't defend him. Well, I think you heavily downplayed what he did. I think you have to address in totality what he did. The point you're trying to make is it doesn't matter, but it obviously does. So your video sucks. I didn't defend him. My goal was to look at the concept of a feeding frenzy. Yeah, but if you completely ignore all of the context and go, the feeding frenzy is bad, your video is just bad. It's a bad video. Yeah, I mean, this is just... I think this video is wildly embarrassing. And yeah, I do kind of think it's sweeping. For sure. Let's see. What's next, boys? What's next? Let's hear what Ethan Van Sciver has to say. Now, dude, again, Mikey No More is giving me some context on Ethan. Well, not giving me, as if he's reached out to me. But Mikey No More on YouTube, who's, by the way, been presumably targeted by The Quartering or just kind of a casualty to the environment The Quartering has created, has a good video on Comicsgate. It's about a year old. I've been watching this. Is this not Ethan Van Sciver? Is this him? Comicsgate. I believe Ethan... Who... I have to clarify, because this video is hilarious, and I want to plug it if it's real. Ethan Van... Yeah.
From the industry. Found his new
Nick just started insulting me viciously on
Twitter. This video is fantastic. How to Kill a Movement Comicsgate by Mikey No More is a great video.
Ethan Van...
his mic quality, not as good as his new videos, but still, it doesn't matter.
Sciver.
Yeah, he was like the king of Comicsgate. So Ethan Van Sciver is the main player here. So where does he lick the urinal? Let me see if I can find that. Urinal. Does a urinal thing come up in this video? Like a lick? Oh, is that not in this? Dude, the Ethan Van Sciver licking of the urinal is crazy, dude. It is is that not in this video? That's catastrophic if it's not. Maybe it happened after. Yeah, I mean, I watched half of this video. It's like really good. So I recommend it. It's near the end. I don't want to see it. It's less graphic than you're thinking. It's near the end. Dude, there's like this one speech. Is this the one? So Ethan Van Sciver got big during Comicsgate, which was an offshoot movement of Gamergate. That's what I've taken from Mikey's video, to be clear. And basically, he got really big in this space. They were making tons of money trying to like piggyback off of Gamergate, but do the video game thing in the comic space. And like Gamergate, there were just some bad faith actors. He's kind of considered to be one of those guys.
Very disgraceful out of yourself on stream, and now you're fishing for sympathy points to get some heat off you? Very disgraceful showing from the king of Comicsgate. But Comicsgate's Moses isn't that far behind him in this lolcow.
Oh, where is that? There's like this part.
Up from the flora. On. Bad drunk stream. Our man's...
Oh, dude, a bad drunk stream. I hate when those happen.
Was tore up from the flora.
Hey, it's me. I am a chiller con.
Why do all these lol cows have fucking... All these lol cows have, like, drunk stream meltdowns.
And I am effed up.
And in this drunken stupor, he started to lament just how much of a nobody and has-been he had become.
Dude, could you imagine getting drunk and complaining that your life is, it's terrible?
I've had a lot of drinks. People are buying me drinks, they're giving me drinks. Came out to the bar, some people recognize me. I'm nobody.
Dude, this is so... Bro!
I used to be somebody, but I'm nobody now.
I used to be somebody, but I'm nobody now.
Even still, some people recognize me.
Also, word on the street is that Ethan was hitting that freebase with some homeless lesbian.
I think it was weed. He says it was weed. I think it was weed.
Up and down the internet streets by all his ops.
This guy is, like, very funny. There are very funny things that have to do with Ethan Van Sciver. But I do wish I could find when he got, like, super fucked up and started licking the urinal. No, I don't think it's in here. Maybe it's, like, towards the end. Let me see if I could... Oh, God, I'm gonna find this off. Ethan Van Sciver urinal. Because now I'm worried that it was a different lol cow who licked the urinal. And if I can't find it, I want to correct it. Uh-oh. Oh, no, dude. Oh, no. It's real. Oh, no, it's real. Ethan Van Sciver licked a urinal. Is that what's happening here? I can't tell. I would need to see more footage. But presumably this is the clip where they say he's licking the urinal. Again, what is this angle? Has anybody ever seen this angle of a urinal before? I'm gonna vomit. Why are we in the toilet? Tipster has sent a clip. That's terrifying. Better clip. The throat goat Ethan Van Sciver? What is this? Oh no! Okay, we're good. Oh. Yeah, Ethan Van Sciver. Anyway, throat goat, let's Wow! Alright, so this is Ethan Van Sciver's opinion on the quartering. Just wanted to... I don't... Listen, we don't like to poison the well on the Nick DeOrio YouTube channel, but thank you to Alyssa Clips. Alyssa Clips, who posted this 8 hours ago. This is Ethan Van Sciver's quartering take, boys. Woo!
I really hate Kino Casino. I think they're scumbags beyond...
I wonder why. Apparently the Kino Casino is one of the people who showed his throat goat clip.
Are scumbags beyond comprehension.
Yeah, dude, I wonder why this guy's on this. I'm just starting to wonder why this guy might be slightly perturbed.
The Kino Casino guys. I think that like a large portion of the internet is charmed by by them. They're repeating their slogans and all this stuff. It's pretty grotesque. But yeah, they've basically been appointed judge, jury, and executioner of the internet now. I think the internet has empowered them. And that's a scary thing. You're going to see a lot of imitators, a lot of people acting like them.
Dude, I can't believe people have been empowered by this. Yeah, you know who you should be mad at? Honestly, if you're mad about the mob uncritically, you know who you should be mad at? You should be mad at Jeremy. It's Jeremy's fault. Jeremy's created this mob and he's continued to fan the flames on it. You should be mad about like people like Chrissy. Like these are the people you should be mad at. If everybody had done their job, we'd all be fine right now. We'd be grifting off of SJWs in 2026 like the good Lord intended. Yeah. What is this stream, bro? What is this guy doing?
Whole bunch of creepy incels.
What do you can't say that, bro. Who watches you? No, the incels are mad about the quartering. Wait, what?
Incels. Behaving that way. On the other hand, I don't like Jeremy quartering either, but I'm starting to sort of like, I don't know, man.
Guys, I'm rooting for the flagger because I hate the Kino Casino. Is like definitely a take.
I say it.
Yeah, I don't think you can say incel, sir.
Like I'm starting to actually kind of go, I hope quartering gets out of this. So.
What? Do you want the flagger to get out of it?
Okay.
You want the free speech flagger to get out of it. Okay.
And it's not because of any reason other than I always root for the underdogs.
What? Again, I'm gonna do the exact same thing I did in the last video. What if you're talking about a pedophile drama? What if this was a pedophile drama? Would you still hold these same values? Is he drunk? Maybe. I mean, I wouldn't fucking doubt it.
For some reason, Quartering became the underdog. 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, Quartering was the man. Quartering was the state.
The Quartering is not the man. People just didn't look at him because he was a sad, pathetic loser. People literally didn't even read these. Like they didn't even watch his videos. They didn't read his tweets. They just looked past it. Now they're finding like hundreds of examples of why this guy's like a total loser. He's a content thief and a flagger, and he's a free speech warrior, absolutist. Why would people not be discussing it?
Was the jackbooted foot of oppression on internet free speech. And somehow...
Yeah, dude, remember when he did that? Remember that? Jeremy doesn't. Jeremy has no idea what you're fucking talking about.
Now, everybody on the internet overplayed their hand and acted like such shitheads.
What?
That the Quartering is now the underdog.
And I just like, are these people mentally ill? I need to diagnose. Like, what's happening here?
And I don't, it's like I would like it if all of these people disappeared. But
yeah, I'm sure you would. I'm sure you would, buddy. Second coming of Comicsgate, guys. Let's run it back.
But a part of me is kind of going, go Quartering a little bit, not too much, little bit, just because of the mob. I really hate the mob.
Nick, would you consider opioids? It's so funny. No, they're so scared.
EBS is crazy malicious and became the king of Comicsgate. One gay op and
you gotta go watch Mikey No More's video. Yes, dude, it's like all the battered down, pathetic losers turn around and they're like, actually the mob is kind of bad. Yeah, I'm fully aware that you think it's bad. You've suffered because you're an idiot. You've suffered because you've done things that have caused people to lose faith in you as a content creator. You're just a battered fucking loser who's reliving his trauma through Jeremy's eyes.
709 says, F the Quartering. He's gross and boring.
That's not why people are going after the Quartering.
Yeah, but a lot of these people are gross and boring. 709. My thing is, again, has always been from the start of this, he should not have false flagged anybody.
Wow, that's so awesome, yeah. So he knows what it is and he still has his position. That's crazy.
But they talked about his wife.
Nick
and I know
just
they're
started insulting me viciously on Twitter.
Oh my god.
No, we were talking about him being a cuck. Well, that's indirectly talking about his wife. Now, if the Quartering is a cuck, then that neutralizes any pity that I feel for him.
That's the best take this drama. I've gone all the way back around on this. If Jeremy is a cuck, then that neutralizes any sympathy I might have for him. All right. This is the greatest argument. This is the greatest argument of the drama. I don't know what that Nick DeOrio guy was smoking. This guy's awesome.
But he says he's not. If he is not a cuck, and those are lies. And by the way, Kino Casino are liars.
Yeah, I wonder.
They spread lies.
Let me guess. You were a subject. All of these guys have like fucking PTSD to when they were the topic of discussion, and therefore the people who went after them are ontologically evil, and they can never be used as sources ever or referenced in any capacity. And if they are, they're wrong.
Then, if that's the case, then I understand the Quartering being angry, and I've said that from the very start. You start
what
talking
is
him.
being angry? He could be angry whenever he wants. Anger is justified even when irrational. It's the action that's the problem, retard.
Man's wife, like fucking somebody else, and you open a whole can of worms. I really don't know where the I really don't know.
Bro, I'm sorry. You shouldn't have been hanging out with the Alaskan bullworm. Nick, would you consider opioids? No. I don't know what. Oh, it's Australian. Quartering is united a divided YouTube community against a common enemy, just like Magnus Poyas united a divided empire during the Great War in Warhammer Fantasy. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Limit is there? What's the upper limit on vengeance for that? I don't know. And again, if it's true, then it's true. Meanwhile,
Dude, the Alaskan bullworm is massive, bro. He's massive.
And do you know what else is massive?
Oh my god.
we got Chrissy Mayr, who was out there trying.
Oh my god, I was gonna click off, and now we get Chrissy Mayr. Now we're gonna get the second worst take of the fucking night.
Hard to find allies. I think John Malin is her ally.
Why would Chrissy Mayr? Why would you want to ally yourself with a liar? Why would you want to take a fucking malicious liar with a persecution complex and ally yourself with them? Ethan called us incels, guys. Pack it up. It's over. We had a good run. The only time anyone remembers him is when he's taking an L, which is rather common. Ethan Van Sweeper, EVS calling other people incels, while EVS is on camera screaming at random women at a convention, calling them lesbians because they ignored his drunk ass. Is that real? I don't know. Man, so I can't claim that to be accurate. It's just a comment. At worst, people are really sticking together and doubling down through this. Even has 2.4. Okay, Jesus, there's a bunch of shit in here. You should go look, do your research on Ethan Van Sciver. I'm not going to say anything I can't 100% claim. Has the Throat Goat released his comic yet? Felted behavior. The internet has empowered them. Oh, this is the first time in 5 years where he's actually drawing again. The hate mob, says the guy who... Okay, Jesus Christ. Yeah, the war campaign thing is all in the Mikey No More video. I recommend you check it out. From there, we have to talk about Camelot. Now, we last talked about Camelot as I think he kind of fifth guyed this drama. It sounded like Camelot wanted to be the main character. He brought on Sydney Watson, who gave an absolutely worthless amount of testimony, that didn't want to show any leaked phone calls for retarded reasons, who went on and ended up having to... Basically, Camelot explained her DMs, and then she felt the need to come on and walk things back immediately after in the same stream. I thought that was like a red flag. I thought that interview sucked, and I mentioned it, and then he rated me, so I kind of felt bad, but yeah, I thought his interview sucked. Then, after that, he also told Andy, presumably, that he had DMs proving Chrissy lied, which he then had to go and walk back because it was like a vibe. He felt like she lied because of the DMs, which we all felt by just watching
Nicholas
her public
DeOrio
testimony.
streamed about this last
So
night,
Andy
and after
had to
watching Nick's stream, I'm
apologize.
kind of fucking black-pilled on this shit.
Yeah.
Kino Casino or liars. I'm so tired of these people like Denims, Chrissy, Hassan, Ian, Tech1, etc. that just say people are lying and their followers are too lazy to look into anything, so they just go, yeah, bad PPL
I agree.
bad.
So Camelot
Honeybee.
Camelot lied. Admittedly, he's admitted he lied about the nature of his messages with Chrissy, which is something you don't have to do. Chrissy's a slam dunk. Anybody who watched your stream would come to the same conclusion. But Camelot needed his name, basically, in my opinion, needed his name to be associated with, like, the dagger that slayed the dragon. That's how it felt to me. So I thought the Sydney Watson thing was weird. He's also been making other claims. I don't know the full like thing on saying that Jeremy's like running out of money. I don't know any of that stuff. But I'm trusting it less now, knowing the nature of his coverage.
He done? Yeah, that's for sure. I did.
So he apologized to Andy in the stream, put out his tweet. We checked that. That's where we're up to date on. Now he's talking about it on stream.
Really good, and I'll explain basically how that went down, and take my licks because I deserve the shit out of them for sure. I deserve to be flamed.
And keep in mind, Chrissy's audience is using Camelot's... I mean, you could call it a fuck up, or you could just say his fucking lie, and they're using it as an excuse to rally more Chrissy fans to stay. It's like their top comment during Chrissy's third stream, like their top defense of Chrissy, is that people are smearing her on Twitter, and their example is Camelot, who's on Twitter saying that he lied, essentially. So that's bad. That damages everyone else's hard work for minuscule amounts of clout. And that's the problem I have with Camelot.
And roasted to oblivion for that. So I'll accept that for sure. So basically, I'll hit that, right away, just so you guys have context. And I'll readdress it, of course, over and over for people. The entire, like, Chrissy Mayr thing, like, happened, where she had Melanie on and whatnot.
Like, after this, I just wouldn't comment on Chrissy Mayr anymore. I don't think you're the guy to talk about it.
And the while she was
and while Camelot is not a sweeper of Jeremy, the end result is kind of the same thing. Like, he doesn't support Jeremy, and he's obviously trying to like criticize Jeremy, but I mean, this might be more damaging than the videos we just watched that everyone thinks are bad.
streaming, I was like stream sniping it, Okay. And I was like, well, I have a great idea. I'll raid her, right? So I messaged her and I was like, hey, can I raid you? I don't want to bring you any drama, basically. And, but a lot of people want to hear from Melanie, and I have a lot of people in my audience right now.
Now, does he show the DMs in this so we can kind of see if it was reasonable for him to come to that conclusion? The part that gets me is that anyone who watched Chrissy's stream would have arrived in the same place as Camelot. So it was entirely irrelevant. It could have been completely avoided if he just shut his mouth and kept his DMs private.
All right.
No, he doesn't. And again, that would be kind of what I need to know, what those DMs said. Now that he's basically leaked them already, I need to know what they said so I can judge him. I need to judge his character. I want to know if what he said was reasonable or it was completely out of left field and came from nowhere. And the only way I can know that is if he publishes those DMs.
She said, of course, yeah, right away. She was really excited for the raid.
She read it on her last stream word for word. This is accurate. I don't believe I saw that. So, okay, that's interesting.
And
not leaking is a mistake. Yeah, dude, guys, this is the weirdest prevailing piece of, maybe this is a community thing that I just don't understand. When Sydney Watson came out and said, I'm worried about industry pressure or industry support if I release these leaked phone calls I recorded of Jeremy, my brain did a fucking backflip. Like, it twisted in on itself. What are you talking about? You just told the entire internet that you record your boss when he calls you at night. Nick, would you consider opioids? No. What would leaking calls that you told everyone you recorded without their knowledge, what would that do to your reputation that announcing your leaking, that you're recording phone calls wouldn't have already done? Everyone who's going to be worried about working with you or calling you is literally going to fucking do that anyway after you said that. It's the same with leaking DMs. For some reason, this community seems to think that you can just give your opinion of what somebody said privately, but showing the DM where they're actually giving their own testimony is like a sin. I don't understand it. Wouldn't you, the person whose DMs are being leaked, want your message to be shown in its entirety, in full context, rather than some dipshit who hates you telling the internet what they think you said? Why is that okay? Why is leaking the nature of the discussion and like the big points, why is that okay? But leaking the full conversation is taboo. It doesn't make any sense.
Then the shitstorm happened.
Guys,
thank you.
Fucking DMs, dude. There's no need to. Just, bro. My word is my bond. Okay. Okay, fine. I'll show it. Fuck you, Nicholas DeOrio.
Thank you.
All Camelot had to do was point and laugh at Jeremy from a distance. He got too close and touched the poo.
Yeah.
Now he has as much credit as Otterly Noah. Oops. I mean Noah the Otter.
He changed back to Otterly Noah, by the way. But yeah, I guess so. This is just like TLDR, QED, end of debate, ... Basically, if you're worried about people judging you for recording phone calls, once you've said that you've recorded a phone call, that judgment's already in. If you're worried about people judging you for releasing conversations and you're explaining what people said to you in DMs without showing full context, you've virtually indistinguishably already leaked those DMs. It's already happened. The negative connotations associated are already applied to you. So at that point, why not just release the call? At that point, why not just release the DMs? Yeah, that's my take.
Right, of course. So at any rate, I raid her, and of course, we all know the rest of the story. It got really, really bad, right? So she messaged me immediately after this, right? And she's like, "What happened? Well, like, what do you?" She said, do you have a beef with Melanie or Jeremy?" And she said she had no idea what was going on. So I like explained it all to her, basically, you get what I'm saying. And that was kind of the end of it, but she kind of like lied completely to me and all these DMs to Antonina and to Venti and everybody else. So that kind of what started this whole up thing, right? Witness the bee.
Okay.
So The snow like keeps.
Yeah, I'm not hearing any reason as to why you wouldn't just publish that.
Rolling here, and I go on D-Day Cobra's show, and I said, like a dumbass, by the way, I was like, "Hey, man, I've had DMs with Chrissy. Here's what happened," and I shouldn't have said that. That was really freaking stupid.
Yeah, he gave his opinion, but he front loaded it with, "Hey, I have DMs with Chrissy," so it gives him the floor to give the viewer is not hearing Camelot's opinion. The viewer is hearing a fact that has been taken from you, a fact that hasn't. You see what's happening here? This is the clout chasing mentality of trying to put your name on something that it doesn't belong to you.
For me to say that, because what I should have said is, here's what I think happened. Right? Because we were discussing...
Yeah, it makes your opinion look like it's coming from a place of authority. Like, you know what you're talking about. It's not just some guy's opinion on the internet. I've watched so many some guy's opinions on this. This guy has the facts.
Motivations loosely. And, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, a lot of you know what I'm saying, right? Being way too loose in a time period where people need to be very direct because this is some important shit, right?
Yeah.
So, at any rate... I said that, and 2 days later, I'm getting DMs of people saying, drop these DMs. And I'm like, what are we talking about? And after 30 seconds, I understood what we were talking about. And I was like, oh. So I got on X and said, hey, I don't have a DM saying this. I miscommunicated this terribly and essentially lied. Yeah, people are saying, well, you basically lied. Yeah, sure. I agree with that. And
people are saying, well, he already confirms in this clip he's not going to cover it more. Good. And I hope he accepts the criticism because it doesn't stop there. Like that's it. This segment is finishing. When I get done with it, it's done. I've probably said all I have to say on it. But yeah, I mean, the criticism is still valid, even if he's apologetic for it.
I own it, and I deserve people to flame the hell out of me for it because I deserve that.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of people like covering this shit, and they're doing a better job than me. And I'm just kind of, I'm not helping the situation, right? So I won't be covering the quartering stuff anymore.
Good. And again, I'm just telling you, I got bad vibes off your interview. I got horrible vibes off of this. So I appreciate you stepping aside because I think you've done not serious damage, but you've done damage. You've actually done damage to the cause that you're trying to jump into.
Because, like I said, there's other people doing it better, and I'm just muddying up the fucking water, being a dumbass.
Yeah. And
I don't want to do that because there's people that deserve the viewership that are doing it in a better manner than I'm doing it. So yeah, I don't.
Again, it's not about the viewership. I don't care how many people come watch me.
And I'm covering it anymore, but I appreciate everybody that's hanging out with me, of course. But I fucked up, and I have to own that up, and I have to let you guys drill my ass into the ground.
What? I'm sorry. What now?
So because that's just how it works. It's how this works. And I feel like a stupid bastard, I promise you.
I'm just saying, if Chrissy said this, she would have got away with it. If Chrissy said this, she'd have got away with it.
I feel like a dumbass, man. But that's how this thing works. So at any rate, yeah, as soon as I saw the people floating around drop this DM, I was like, oh shit, I got to post this and say I don't have this. Because if I just put my head in the sand and lie and say I don't have shit, that makes it way worse. Right? So I tweeted it as fast as I could, to let people know that I'm a dumbass and that is not what happened. I don't have a DM.
Yeah, this is it. Honestly, I'm watching this right now. I'm like, this is what Chrissy needed to do. This is literally exactly how Chrissy needed to approach it. I'm not saying that he's being insincere. I have no idea. I can't gauge that at all whatsoever. I'd like to think that he's not, but I don't know this guy or have any attachment to him in any capacity. So hey, Xylee. Oh, you're here in time.
And people were like, oh, so you basically lied. And I was like, yeah, sure. I agree. It's the same thing. It's the same thing as lying. Misspeaking like that. Same thing as lying. So I deserve that. But anyways, I appreciate you guys still hanging out and still supporting your boy. But I do feel like a dumbass. I feel pretty stupid. So I would like, I'm okay with you hating on me for sure. Speak your mind. But yeah, I saw some really interesting comments today of people saying, you know, they're saying, hey, we can't trust what you have to say from now on, and that's very reasonable. That
Sure. Okay. I mean, like, I have no problem with that either.
is very reasonable.
We're kind of edging on like that's pretty valid territory, but again, actions speak louder than words, so we'll see where he goes from here.
I've had some people say they're unsubbing.
He's demonstrating accountability, sure,
because they can't trust what I have to say.
Keep in mind, though, for every person you say is like, oh, this is a fucking blanket accountability example, know full well that if Chrissy did say all of this, they'd have dogpiled her anyway. Accountability and apologies and stuff, in many cases, is something that really can only be exercised by the victor. You know, if the victor gets something wrong, everybody immediately runs to their side. And like, that's what an apology is. But if the enemy does it, then you don't usually get that same level of charitability. People aren't diving on their sword to thank somebody for coming around and saying the right thing. That's where I come in, where I have to be like, hey, listen, they said the right thing, but...
Extremely reasonable. I'm not going to shit on...
I mean, he'll be fine here because he's on the winning side. But I don't like the sides cuckery, so I am holding this against him.
Anybody about that, you know? So, T-Rex says DMing Worski in the moment, admitting father on L. Yeah, I wanted T-Rex Travels. I wanted Worski to announce it live. Okay, because I did not want it to play.
That was a good thing that he did. It was good that he corrected the record as fast as humanly possible. I can give him that. I will give that ground. It looks like he did the best he could to clean up the situation with haste.
Within like I think 20 minutes of Worski messaging me, I was like, no, I don't have that, dude. Announce live, I don't have that, and I'm appreciative that they did that. And Def Parade says, you making any changes moving forward? Yeah, for sure. I'm not.
But yeah, at this point of the drama, we've gone over the fifth girl paradox. Every new allegation needs screenshots, dude. We're fucking balls deep. We're a month deep into this story. Bad faith actors are playing ball. If you're not getting a screenshot with something and there's a big claim, fucking ignore it. It's not worth your time. Because all you're doing is allowing people to damage the case against Jeremy, the case against Chrissy Mayr, who are bad people. Who are going to use these things to get out of any accountability. That is what happens when these stories go viral. If anything, upper echelon, that's something he should have touched on. When you have these stories that are ultra viral, clout chasers, clout goblins, clout demons, bro, all shapes and sizes will try to show up and get a piece of the pie at the expense of what everyone else is doing. So avoid that as best you can. Quartering is celebrating from his chair in the corner. Yes.
Loose-lipped, and I was very relaxed in what I was saying, you know? And I shouldn't have.
This is honestly the best response he could give. I will agree with you. I don't think there was another response. This is the best response he could give. Yes.
Shouldn't have done that, right? Because that's like what pisses me off the most at myself is I really enjoy the chat and I really enjoy the camaraderie and stuff. And
he'll probably be just fine.
I feel like
but he should be thankful that he's on the winning side, because I don't think that grace would be applied evenly.
I betrayed everyone, and I've been laying up all night like a dumbass. Like my dad called me, and he's like,
"What they call this drama a chink in the armor. That's what they call this drama. This is the type of thing that if this guy does something fucking crazy in a year and a half, everyone's gonna retroactively remember when he lied about when he, not that way, not using it like that. Jesus Christ. It's not a slur when you say it. God damn it. Okay. My point is, this is the kind of thing that if he does get into a controversy in a year or two, they're going to rope back into this one and people are going to act like, oh my God, I'm blown away. I can't believe we fell for this type shit. And they're going to like performatively say that he like fucking slandered Chrissy Mayr for, you can't just call it that anymore. God damn it. All right, a chip in the armor. Sorry, it's a fucking chip in the armor. My chat loves to fuck with me, Silent. It's okay. But you get my point, right? If this guy gets into another controversy, this is going to be like performatively brought back as if it's like the worst clip ever and everybody just missed it, you know? Because he did put out a good apology. But this is the type of thing in the future that'll be absolutely used against him.
Like, hey, what's up? And I'm like, bro, I mean, I'm not in a good way. I betrayed everyone. And my dad's like, who cares? And I'm like, no, you don't understand. Like, he's my dad.
Bro, if this dude was Asian, that would have looked horrible.
You know, he doesn't. Who cares, right? So, but yeah, I feel
someone got fired for that when they were talking about the Asian Knicks player years ago. They called the article that, and it was about what's his name? I forgot his. Oh god, that was very funny.
A dumbass, and yeah, I just wanted to go live and tell everybody that I'm a dumbass. I own it, and I'm gonna own stuff if you don't.
Jeremy Lin, yeah, that's a Jeremy Lin article.
Won't cover the quarter. No,
some dude lost his job because he tried to be funny.
But yeah, I gotta own it. So you gotta.
Yeah, all right, I'm good. I got everything I needed off of this. I think I'm sorry he feels that way. If Camelot has proven anything in his long career, it's his ability to spontaneously crash into. I thought this was going to be positive. Oh god, never trust a sweeper and a friend of Ricada. Holy shit, way to fumble one of the easiest grifts in recent memory. All you had to do was point and laugh. Wow, okay, they are kind of pushing back here. Drop the DM, idiot. He obviously has something to. Wow, bro. Holy shit. Not gonna lie, sounds like something in those DMs you don't want coming out. Yeah, I mean, at this point, Camelot, my one piece of feedback is post your DMs. I need to know. That would be it. You've already talked about them.
Nicholas DeOrio. He has this segment called the Ultimate Rape Reviews.
Let me know what you think in the comments. He lied. He didn't even need to. Untrustworthy. Oops, I accidentally lied my ass off. This dude wrecked his credibility faster than his NASCAR. Oh my god. Glad to be vindicated about this idiot. I really thought they were going to defend him. Holy fuck. Maybe I'm wrong, guys. I'm totally wrong. I will own it. I was wrong. I thought people were going to defend him because he was on the winning side. It turns out the anti-quartering brigade is not as sides cucked as I expected. This is beyond expectation. People are actually giving this dude the backlash he deserves. That's fucking crazy. This jerk was always a retard. Another douchebag, lying to grift, Camelot. Oh my god. And again, I think credibility destroyed. Camelot's natural state is lying. Camelot's a dumbass. News at 11. Wow. Oh my god. Holy shit. Again, this is the best apology he could give, and people are like, yeah, you're a fucking clout demon. This dude's friends with Stuttering Craig. Keep telling you they're all lol cows. Stuttering Craig seems like a lol cow.
Named Nicholas DeOrio. He has this segment called the Ultimate Rape Reviews.
My wife and I were just T-boned by another car while listening to your stream on the way home, and it was still playing when the EMTs showed up.
I hope you and your wife are okay. That's terrible.
Yeah, I will take my licks 100%. Let you guys lick on me.
Well, he's. Oh, dude, what are you, the urinal? Ethan Van Sciver's on his way. But yeah, so that's the Camelot stuff. I guess he's in a much worse scenario than I thought. Holy fuck. Yeah, he needs to leak the DMs. That's literally his only out from here. I didn't realize he was on the ropes. God damn. Chrissy Mayr in a random bathroom.
Okay.
Actually, I don't think I show the context for this. Oh, dude, Alright, do I want to hit this right now? I'm never going to get to Lolcow tonight if I hit this right now. Are we going to push Lolcow back to next stream? Oh my god, I don't want to push Lolcow back to next stream. Alright, we have to cover it. I lied. We have to cover
Nicholas, the goat.
I lied.
Thank you for the $5,
we have to cover it.
Lad.
Where, dude, is it in Brittany's new video? This is kind of, I was gonna, oh, damn it. Alright.
I could...
Where is the fucking, dude, this is crazy. Apparently, there's an allegation that Chrissy Mayr had a Starlight moment. I have to show you this. I'm assuming this is in Brittany's new video she uploaded. It's 10 minutes long, and I think this is the tweet that I was looking at. There's an allegation that Chrissy Mayr had a Starlight and the Deep moment.
I could not believe my ears when I heard this.
Nicholas DeOrio.
Thank you!
I actually think you're a pretty funny guy.
He told a source of mine he was going to drop the DMs and just never did.
Leona Taylor is somebody who would have the credibility to deliver that comment. So, yeah, that's a bad look. That's a really bad look.
Funny, like, oh, like they're just like they're people too. It's like,
So this is the big clip that's been making its rounds today.
Sounds so.
So basically, she's gone around. Chrissy Mayr has been going around, going after Brittany on the wedding cake allegations.
I just saw Keffel's tweet.
And
on
it's like
Nicholas
the
DeOrio.
coughing baby versus atomic bomb.
Some D-bag just pulled out in front of me while I was live streaming on Kick and DUI going 90. As we waited for the cops, I could hear you scream in his car.
Thank you, Scriffin.
Condescending. But I was like really right there. Like I had there was a summer where I was like in between jobs and I got like pretty desperate. Like I was in Craigslist and I was like
dude, Brittany's so autistic, dude. She actually came with fighting words.
I was like a sneeze away from being a sex worker, like truly. Like
a sneeze away, she says. And we're going to find out that she actually did sneeze.
Oh, guys, this is atomic bomb coughing baby. Brittany ate the top of my wedding cake. Brittany, okay, you're a sex worker.
In a moment. I don't know when this clip is from, though. I would love to know the date on this. But in any case, she implies that this was before, like a long time before. I don't know how much before.
I was like meeting up. I was gonna work this like private like orgy thing like that, and I can't believe I got this all.
Brittany's such a mean girl, bro. The problem is she's mean, but Chrissy is a mean girl. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, Brittany is a mean girl. She's mean, and you can tell that she's a mean person, which is fine. This is the space. That's normal. Chrissy is a mean girl.
Like from Craigslist. Like this was all like 2014, which you would think would be like Craigslist would be over by then. But I was just, it was like, oh, you're going to make like $1,000.
What's a Starlight moment? Just check this part.
There's a shift. And I was like, 1,000, that sounds good. That's rent. And
wow, that's good money. Okay.
They're like, pass out towels. And if you want to like jump in, go for it. And I was already kind of like messing around with like couples. So I was like, oh, why don't I just get paid to do the stuff I'm already doing?
So she was doing it for free, messing around with couples. So she's a swinger. No wonder she was covering for Jeremy, huh?
And I have to tell you, in most cases, people will be like, oh, who cares? But this is a space that does care. This is a space that cares a lot, actually.
Chrissy Mayr was a swinger.
Couple, so I was like, oh, why don't I just get paid to do the stuff I'm already doing? But it was like scary. Like I remember I met up with this guy at like a hotel bar.
Yo, thank you.
I just saw Keffel's tweet on Nicholas DeOrio.
Keffel's appreciated the shout out.
Yo, I was just taking a jog with the stream in my pocket and I saw some drunk guy T-bone another car at 80 miles per hour. Couldn't hear what they were listening to.
At like 11 a.m. And he just kept like giving me.
Who meets people at a bar at 11 a.m.?
Drinks, but
Dude, Jeremy the Quartering. It must be Jeremy. I can't think of anyone else who'd be at a bar at 11 a.m.
Like giving me.
Who meets people at a bar at 11 a.m.?
Drinks, but I was like filling out this paperwork. He was young, really good looking, and it was like all very shifty. And he was like, all right, well, you have to get like an STD test through like our doctor.
Well, at least she's reminiscing. At least he was good looking. Am I right, guys?
Wow. And like it all seemed like pretty official. And then at one point,
yeah, it makes sense.
Dude, this sounds so official. This is like every other job onboarding thing ever.
That's why she swept for Akeda too. You're so right, chat.
He like took me into the bathroom and he was like, well, we have to take pictures of your body. And I was like, oh, fuck. Like that should have been like the red flag where I was like, get out of here.
Guys, we're going to go to the bathroom of a public bar to take pictures of you naked. This is for onboarding. This is like, when you go to a job and they're like, hey, you have to get your ID card. We just got to take a picture of you. This is like that, but for your vagina.
To get out. But I was like, I really need money. Yeah. So I like went into the.
So I want to remind you guys at this point that in our last stream where we covered her on Cecil's stream, she admitted to being broke. She said, oh, people call me grifters, but if only they knew how broke I was. And it's like, thank you for announcing that you're.
Dude, and Brittany's tying it back like, oh, you'll do anything for money. Wow, Chrissy. Seems like some of those same actions might be taken. They might be coming out in different ways right now. Like, I don't know, you're Jeremy grifting.
Desperate and easy to take advantage of. And clearly she really will.
Look at the guy on the left. Wait, is that Camelot? Who the fuck is that guy on the left? That's not Camelot. That looks just like Camelot.
Do anything for money. She's saying it here.
Dude, doesn't he? The guy on the left is very excited, but he's got Camelot's eyebrows. Too old? Is that Camelot's dad?
Here. She was willing to suck and for money. She will stoop low for money. So yeah, I think it's fair to question her integrity considering how long...
He's like twice his age. Dude, maybe I'm just looking at like a low quality thing and he's actually like way younger. He's rejuvenated.
...long of a track record this is. Like how old is this clip?
Fuck, like that should have been like the...
Dude, Camelot, that guy, they both remind me of that dentist who like has the exact same eyebrows and is way too aggressive in telling you like how much you need to brush your teeth on social. You guys know who this fucking guy is? Like the dentist dude who like responds to videos of people talking about dentistry. This is Camelot before the Lazarus pit, yeah.
Like,
he
was get out of here, Chrissy, get out. But I was like, he like took me into the bath.
Bro, that looks just like Camelot. They have the same eyebrows.
Room, and he was like, well, we have to take pictures of your body. And I was like, oh, fuck. Like that should have been like the red flag where I was like, get out of here, Chrissy, get out. But I was like, I really need money.
Yeah.
So I like went into the bathroom with this guy and he just...
I like how I'm saying that. It literally says Reverend Bob Levy on the screen. So this is Reverend Bob Levy, Rob Saul, and Chris Abels. Is the Reverend the one who's smiling or is it the one with the cross? Is the Reverend on the right?
It's like took all kinds of like nude photos and like
So he actually took her nudes. This is straight up prostitution.
Pretty sure that it was neck down. Like I'm 90% sure. But it just...
Bob Levy's on the right.
It's like...
So Bob Levy... Dude, Reverend Bob Levy is like, yes! Yes.
And I think
that guy's dead, by the way. If you guys don't know, he's dead. He hasn't moved. Dude, his body is just kind of going left and right, but his face has yet to
started
change.
Insulting me viciously.
I think he's had a heart attack.
I just saw some car crash sit roast at 80 to 90 miles per hour, and it's probably reminiscent of the topic here.
Thank you.
Like, I'm 90%.
Dude, that guy on the left has just not flinched since she started talking about her naked body.
Sure. But it just like, and then I think I ended up like blowing the dude in.
Yo! Bro got onboarded by the deep. This is insane. This is the fucking certified starlight moment.
But it just like...
Guys, when he asked me to take naked pictures in the bathroom of a bar, I really should have stepped out. So I sucked his dick.
And then I think I ended up like...
Dude, this is like a John Krasinski. Yeah, I should have known that I should have known that this was kind of bad news when he asked me to take my clothes off in a bar bathroom. But yeah, I mean, eventually I think I did suck his cock in the stall. Nick, would you consider What do you mean you think you blew him?
No. Brittany is great because she just throws the fuck down. Chrissy does these snarky backhanded jabs.
Yeah,
Brittany just squares
Chrissy's
up.
like, oh,
She's like
this
Valkyrie
little
the Bloody,
autistic
Gore Queen
freak.
and consort of corn.
Dude, this is
playable in Total War
Oh, you
Warhammer
fucker!
3.
Dude, sorry. I'm sorry, that got me. Bro, okay. So, Chrissy versus Brittany is like coughing baby atomic...
Nicholas, the goat. I appreciate
the
that.
fucking car dialogue.
I just saw a live stream of some car getting T-boned with a few people
Thank
watching.
you, I appreciate it, yes. So, again, it's atomic bomb versus coughing baby. Fucking... Chrissy over here is like, oh, my autistic friend like didn't know that she shouldn't eat the top of my cake at the wedding. And Brittany's like, you suck dick for money. This is just like, we are so far away from anything that can be considered. This is just beyond parody.
I'm 90% sure. But it just like, and then I think I ended up like blowing the dude in the bathroom because I was like, I really need this job, but he...
But hey, at least she got paid for it? Question mark? We'll see.
I'm 90% sure. But it just like, and then I think I ended up like blowing the dude in the bathroom because I was like, I really need this job, but he was very attractive and like he looked rich, so it wasn't that difficult.
I sucked his dick because he looked rich as a porn producer. This is just getting worse and worse.
It's okay to be a prostitute now. He's attractive. Actually, being a prostitute's fine now.
Bro, who here has walked into a bar bathroom where somebody just pissed all over the toilet?
I was
like, bar bathrooms are notoriously disgusting.
like, and I was, you know, it was.
She didn't get paid for the blowjob.
Could have started that weekend or that next week. I would have been all on.
It's the fact that she.
So she literally doesn't get paid for this. This is off. She's like, oh, why don't I get paid for doing this? And then she does it for free anyway.
I'm sorry to pause again, but it's the fact that she got on her knees for this guy.
Dude, Jeremy's watching this. He's hitting his own triangle. He's like, oh boy, will I have a new guest on my show? Dude.
In hopes that she would get paid more. It's not even like he paid her for it. I don't know what's worse.
Dude, Jeremy's like, I'm upping my thing to, I will double your salary from Friday Night Tights if you come on my stream.
His job, but he was very attractive and like he looked rich, so it wasn't that difficult.
For legal reasons, that's a joke.
But I was like, and I was, you know, it was the thing where like if I could have started that weekend or that next week, I would have been all on board. But it just like it kind of took a little bit too long, and I was like, I can't wait. I had to just like bail and get a temp job, and then there was another.
Dude, she had to bail from porn.
Like kind of close call.
Does she not have credit?
Also a Craigslist thing where it was like this one guy, he's like, oh, just like come to our
Oh my god, dude. This is literal, this sounds like literal prostitution.
Keffels appreciated the show.
Thank you.
This is Channel 67 News.
Oh
We
my
are
God.
receiving reports of a devastating car crash going 90 miles per hour that was being live streamed to 1.5 million people on the popular Children.
Dude, this is just
website known as
escalating.
Kick. Now back to our main story.
Thank you. Oh god.
Nicholas, the goat. Thank
Party
you for
or
the
whatever,
$5,
and
my man.
blow like me and my 4 friends and we'll give you $1,000. I don't know.
Wait, will you suck my 4 friends' dicks for $1,000? She didn't do that, right?
Why the magic number for me was $1,000. I was like, great. I was like, this is great.
That's not even a lot of money. You got on your knees hoping you would
Wait, she sucked? No, shut the fuck up.
get $1,000? Hoping?
Yeah, this is a starlight. She's starlighting right now. Eric Kripke watched this and he's like, I have a great idea for the
creature
boys.
named Nicholas DeOrio. He has this segment called the Ultimate Rape Reviews.
Dude.
I just saw some
Thank you.
schizo dude running in circles and stopping to point at an intersection, just muttering, the oranges, what are they for? Odd day.
Oh my god. 1,000 is the magic number. She thought that
What is it supposed to cost? Can I just say, if you have to suck 5 dicks, the price shouldn't be incremental. It should be exponential. You're thinking of it as $200 a blowjob. You have to suck 5 dicks in a row. There should be an increase. There should be a tax for the amount. We should be doing some sort of, it should be incrementally increasing. I don't know.
cake store bet. I don't think she's gonna like.
Guys, the 5th dick shouldn't cost as much as the first one if you have to do them back to back.
People saying 1,000 at her. I have a feeling she's not gonna like that.
5, I thought it was 4. It's 4 up until now, but I'm assuming some people are spoiled because I didn't know there was 5.
But I'm the one emasculating men. But she's on the internet saying this.
It's him and his 4 friends, so it is 5. Okay, Pimp DeOrio. Is there anybody here who thinks the 5th dick should cost as much as the first one? Genuinely. Is there a single person here who's like, oh, if you have to suck 5 dicks in a row, that last dick should be exactly the same cost?
In multiple instances.
Person plus, yeah.
Like, great. I was like, this is great. I'm already doing this for free. And he was like, okay, well, we'll Skype first. And I was like, okay. So we get on Skype.
And still had her jumping through hoops.
It's just like the guy comes on and you regular chat, but I look at him and I'm like, oh,
like Big A up on
this
there.
looks like one of my dad's friends. It's like when you see these people in person.
Dude, the problem was he was too ugly. He couldn't suck his. She couldn't suck his dick.
Tweet on Nicholas DeOrio.
Thank you.
Appreciated the shout out.
Like I was just like,
not her throwing daddy issues in there.
Yeah, that's another one. Oh no!
By proxy. Not daddy issues.
Dude, no. We can't talk about those.
By proxy, guys. This has gotten levels to
Bro, don't Groupon fucking prostitution, all right? Guys, we got the Groupon here.
It's gotten to levels of low I never knew were possible.
So what? I gotta get to the end of this. What happens?
I can't. And so I went into like charm mode. I was trying to be funny, like as if this was like a a friend of my dad's. I was just trying to be funny.
Oh, this has gone a direction I wasn't prepared for. I assumed that would be the yuck factor.
And like goofy for, and then he's like, "Take off your shirt," and I was like, "I'm sorry, I really can't do this." And
okay, so she couldn't do it. All right.
And I just was like, "I'm really sorry." Yeah, like I just couldn't because I just was
exited the Skype.
And then I exited the Skype, and I swear to God, I went into the shower and like cried.
Yeah.
There was a lot of like, if you're crying in the shower, I think that's a pretty good like hint that you're not cut out.
My chat's like, yeah, right, she's lying. Well, we have no evidence of that.
For sex work.
Well,
I know.
we see where she's headed.
Yeah, I apologize for that.
Dude, this video from Brittany is fucking vile. I love it.
Yeah. Funny, like, oh, like.
Well, I guess that's her future.
Oh my goodness. Oh my good. Yeah, and then Hotep put out this. Oh no, where'd it go? Hotep is like Chrissy Mayr in a random bathroom.
Okay, so I trade my soul to suck dick. That's the deal?
It's a good deal.
It's a good deal?
What makes your soul so special?
Dude, I'm fucking... This is amazing. This is absolutely amazing.
I don't know.
It's absolutely amazing. That's a great fucking tweet from Hotep. Hotep also points this out as well. PPP is comparing the quartering to Senator John Fetterman.
But why don't you just fucking not use the app? Like, go take a dump and chill out. That's what he said.
When Razor backs like, our point, and you know that.
Well, it's just common. It's just common fucking sense. Like, just don't log into the app. Why do you need to delete the fucking app? And we all know you're going to be back anyway. So this whole thing is completely pointless. But
yeah, I think that Jeremy has like gone radio silent when it comes to doing YouTube, not YouTube, when he's going to tweeting and stuff like that, because I think he's worried that his DMs are going to leak. I think he said more unhinged shit and he thinks it's going to get worse. And I think if he waits the 30 days, he thinks it's going to blow over, so people will be less inclined to leak. I think there will be a absolute monsoon of new DMs dropping. And I don't have any background knowledge in that. I'm not claiming to know anything. That just seemingly is how these things like to go.
It's so that he can talk about how he was born again for the 5th time, and we'll see it in the second live stream, the afternoon stream. It's crazy.
Yep.
Seeing your feedback.
Bring it up, Razor, I guess, W, right?
I'm hearing your feedback. Only Democrat that will call out.
Holy fuck! You're becoming John Fetterman.
Oh my, it is true. It is true. The Fetterman moments from the fucking Fetterman debate. Jeremy is very slow. He's very bad at delivering essentially any type of commentary. He's the kind of guy where if you're clipping him, he's slower than Hassan Piker on the draw.
I realized.
Yeah, my chat. His brain just doesn't work right. Like this guy, he has the dialogue of like a stroke victim.
While I was watching Jer talk about John Fetterman here, that Jer actually is John Fetterman. Like he's a brain damaged relic that somehow is propped up. I don't know how, I don't know why, but it's that same style. They both wear.
John Fetterman recovered from his stroke. Dude, John Fetterman is so funny. When he was out there, the fucking right-wingers were like, dude, this guy's retarded. He can't even speak. How are the Democrats he's gonna fucking recover. He's gonna fucking recover. And the Democrats are like, dude, he's fucking awesome. He's great. So he recovers, immediately turns to the right. Immediately. Fetterman does recover, much to the dismay of the right wing, but when he gets there, he like starts fucking becoming right wing. So all the leftists are like, you're retarded. You couldn't even speak. Your stroke ruined your mind. They completely, dude, he flipped and they flipped. Their positions went like 180. It was hilarious.
The shitty hoodies, like they both dress like total fucking slobs. They're both brain damaged. They both can barely fucking speak.
Nicholas, the goat. Thank you.
He is John Fetterman.
I think he is.
This is actually painful.
But he sounds like a stroke victim here. Like
it's not. I disagree with Andy. It's so painful. He sounds like a stroke victim here. It's like it's awesome. He sounds like sorry. All right, what do I have left? This is the last thing I was gonna look at today. It's Brittany talking about Cakegate. So this is Brittany addressing the wedding cake disaster. We'll take a look at this real quick. We're not going to watch this whole thing, but we're going to probably close off on this tonight because it's 12 o'clock, and I'm guessing our Tuesday stream will be Lolcow and June the King.
Who ate what, when, where, and why? I've talked about.
So yeah, we just watched the atomic bomb. Now let's look at the coughing baby. This is what Chrissie Mayr thinks her kill shot is.
The wedding cake story. She ate the top of it. It's all right. To me, it seems like
you could see like this is the mean girl shit because she hasn't stopped fucking talking about this cake for days. Yeah, I'm over it. I got over it. Yeah, she did it, but it's okay.
One of those things that like every woman should know.
Yeah, guys, I'm over it. I've forgiven her, but it's like one of those things that every woman should know, and she's just too autistic to figure it out.
But, maybe it's not.
I'm gonna open my big black mouth and start talking shit, and I'm gonna speak louder than ever. Be quiet when a black queen's talking. That's right. Personally, at this point, do you think I give a shit about Chrissy's wedding cake topper? You bring up that.
Oh, here comes the wedding. So this is a direct response to, I think, the origin of the wedding cake debacle. I think it was this stream with Cecil.
Fucking cake topper every chance you get. Literally, someone brings up my name, she brings up the fucking cake topper. Cecil himself said he thought it was an accident. It's almost like it was an accident, but now he's changing his tune. Like, cause why? Because I would be malicious doing it. What changes that? What makes it? Oh, now I don't think she would. Chrissy's the one over here lying, being malicious on purpose. It makes no sense.
Yeah, it's such a weird, again, atomic bomb coughing baby. Yeah, you're a lying, pathetic loser, but you ate my wedding topper, bitch. What? What the fuck are you talking about, Chrissy? Does she think a single fan is gonna turn on fucking Britney? Like, Britney Venti is like fucking done. She ate the wedding topper.
And no, I don't give a about her. I don't give a about her cake topper. At this point, who gives a?
Yeah, tipster here, married, of course. The topper of a cake is a tradition where the couple freezes it, saves it for their 1-year anniversary, but acting like it's a massive own is super cringe. I guarantee that most of these people did not know that. I did not know that. But, like, even then, who fucking cares? What viewer is going to be like, this bitch fucking ate the wedding topper?
Just clarify the story one more time. I go to Chrissy.
This deplorable, deceitful, charlatan freak ate the wedding topper?
Frankie, I forget which one. I heard that there was no corn in the cake. Everyone had already had their cake, so I was like, oh, I want to try it. And they were like, oh yeah, go ask the staff. So I go to the staff, and I say, can you give me a piece of cake to eat? The staff gives me a piece of cake. It literally just looks like a piece of cake, and I eat it. And then it turns out it had corn in it, and I had a severe allergic reaction to it, and had to sit in the hotel room the whole night on Benadryl.
That's fucking hilarious.
So it's not like, oh, you know, she just like maliciously like.
Dude, you ate my enchilada. I didn't eat your enchilada. I didn't mean to. You ate my enchilada.
Guys, there's a consequence for me to just eat any bakery thing ever. I can't do that.
Dude literally had the worst night of her life, and it is now being referenced in a YouTube drama by a deceitful piece of shit. It's so funny.
So
no corn harvest for Britney, yeah.
I got the allergic reaction, but she's the victim because I took the cake from her staff member that retardedly gave me a cake topper because I ate it because I see a piece of cake and I eat it. I don't know what a fucking wedding topper is, and furthermore,
sorry, you're too autistic. Every woman should know this, Britney. Brittany, listen, I appreciate your coverage here, but unfortunately you have a distinct lack of knowledge when it comes to wedding cake toppers.
It's not like, oh, it had like a wedding topper.
You lied to me. You used me. You ate my wedding cake. Dude, that is a great rip,
Nicholas
bro.
DeOrio. Hey, I actually think you're a pretty funny guy.
Chrissy's wedding cake was cannoli. You're not supposed to freeze that because cannoli doesn't keep frozen. Chrissy doesn't even know what to do with her own cake.
Dude, where is this clip, bro? This is such a fucking banger reference. Oh my god, where is it? Yeah, this is it. Dude, this is the greatest video game ending of all time. If you don't know the lore, you now know the lore. because we always reference this. I gotta give it to you. Hunt Down the Freeman's ending is so good. This is some shit that Hollywood wishes it could capture.
Please. Mitchell, look, I can...
Dude, it's even better that the music didn't work when the game launched.
Explain.
You lied to my face.
Wait, what?
Mitchell, look, I can explain.
You lied to my face.
Oh, they fucking edited it. That's cringe. Cringe, 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 cringe. Is this it?
Mitch, look.
This is it.
Mitch, please. Mitchell, look, I can explain.
You lied to me.
No, that wasn't the deal. He told me.
Dude, this is where the game realistically ends. I love this. I love this so much. I need to dude, oh my god, we should get Mauler on to react to Hunt Down the Freeman.
You lied to me.
No, that wasn't the deal. He told me. Mitch, please.
You betrayed me. You used me. You fucked up my face.
Dude, this is the most, like, I watched an action movie and I want my game to like...
And now...
Mitch, please.
Bro, you got shot 4 times.
I can explain.
You have my permission to die.
Dude, the best part is, he literally... Oh, am I in the wrong one now? Yeah. Oh, God. No, it was the right one. It's so embarrassing. Because you literally see him aiming down at a guy who's literally at his height, too.
Mitch, please.
Like, look, he's, like, barely even... Like, there's barely a height difference.
I can explain.
No, there's literally no height difference.
You have my permission to die.
And he's shooting him down.
Let's get into this
God,
follow-up.
wait, what the fuck? What happened? How did I get to the... Alex Stein's thoughts on Chrissy, but how did this happen? Get out of here.
Like, figurine on
He
it.
shot him in the cock?
Like, because, you know, wedding cakes, they have, like, the couple on the top. The little figurines. It didn't have...
Bro, we gotta get Mauler on here to react to the Hunt Down the Freeman story.
Any of that on it. It just looked like a piece of cake.
By the way, the actor that died there, that was Sear. Like, the streamer.
So... Enough of the fucking cake game. Enough.
Dude, cake game.
Enough of her crying, bully, and crying about the
Did Brittany eat the figurines? Dude, if she ate the figurines, I would believe the autism allegations.
fucking cake topper. Yeah, I bet if her relationship didn't work out, she'd blame me too, right? She lied because of me. It's my fault.
You lied to me. You used me. You confronted me on live stream. You ate the topper of my
Nicholas,
cake. And now...
goat. Thank you for the $5, my man.
You have my permission to lie.
But I'm the one who's suspicious and lying, right? About the stupid fucking cake gate.
But, like, who doesn't know?
She just said there's no figurines. I know, it was a joke.
That you're not supposed
Dude, she ate the figurines, bro. She doesn't know about them.
to eat the top of someone's wedding cake.
Maybe an orphan.
Dude, I'm picturing Brittany just gnawing on the little fucking plastic figurines.
No siblings.
Then you know what? Then maybe Chrissy's got a point. She's just like fucking, she's chewing on the plastic figurine or the fuck.
Who does not have any weddings to go to. That was probably like my 3rd wedding ever. Maybe the person with a corn allergy that doesn't eat fucking cake, Chrissy.
That's funny. All right, go watch the rest on Brittany's channel. I think that kind of hits it. If she gets married again, the A-logs are coming for that cake. She was handed a piece of cake. She didn't cut it herself. Most shocking part of the story is that Jeremy isn't the one crashing out or someone's stealing his food. I'm so glad that Venti ruined Christy's wedding. When Chrissy gets divorced, I'm sure it's going to be Brittany's fault. My cake top is under attack. This is just funny. Oh my god. Why is Chrissy getting Cecil involved? I can't help but think she's trying to ruin as many careers as possible with her. I guess one could say Brittany had Chrissy's cake and ate it too. That's fuck. She's got oh my god. Stop. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't get a bathroom break, so I'm probably gonna bathroom break into donations. I know that's weird, but we've been going for 5 hours, and I have to, and I have my permission to pee. So I'm gonna put up the legal mindset coverage here that was recommended to me, and then I'll be right back. Call it the Double D visa. Of course, I will need to do regular in-depth reviews of the applicants to ensure the administration is properly doing its job. May need a long PP for this one, dude. And lore. Dude, it's like a Sith relic. It's a story the Jedi don't tell you. But oh, dude, no, it died. What the fuck? Oh, I'm getting killed. Bro never stops. Yeah, dude. Legal mindset got me, dude. Dude, legal mindset took me out. Refresh. Holy shit, dude. So yeah. If you guys don't know, the Jedi don't tell this tale. Legal Mindset did an entire stream pushing for a breeding visa. That was a thing that he did, talking about the value of a breeding visa. So that was fucking funny. That was a very funny time. Yeah, so now he's done this, and people are they're none too pleased. PSA, Tectone helped Legal Mindset get into... Oh my god. We just saw this. We just saw him say that Tectone can't get people into Mythic Talent. Big thanks to everyone at Mythic Talent and also to Tectone for the seal of approval. Happy to be working with a great team. No objections to creating great content in the future. Looking forward to scuffling my PP all the way to the top. Like, dude, oh my god. Holy fuck, dude. That's crazy. Like, we literally just watched a clip where he said this wasn't, like, that's not how it works. Mythic Talent does that. Legal Mindset went insane like a half a year ago. He did a weird cracked out stream and video where he said Antifa was sending ugly women agents all the way to Thailand. He lives there. And there are accusations he's a passport bro. I mean, I don't know. He's definitely pro-passport, bro. To assassinate him for criticizing Assad is genuinely one of the oddest videos I ever watched. Can't even say he has a passport bro allegations when he made videos advising people how to become a passport bro. What does a passport bro mean? It's someone who leaves the country to find women. They go to other countries with different cultures surrounding men and women relationships because they don't like American women. Legal Mindset's a schizo and effectively the Jim Cramer of... Jesus Christ. Holy shit. Is that the professional lawyer who covered... Yeah. Legal Mindset is also another right-wing grifter. Did he move to Asia or something? Yeah, I don't know. That's all the LSF is giving the general LSF take that you could expect. Now, before we get into the actual... And actually, you know what? I'm sorry. I'm totally disjointed right now. I need to show you Legal Mindset. All right? I was covering this shit, and he did something very smart at the beginning of his coverage. He was honest for exactly 5 minutes. I covered this last time. I'm doing a bit of a retread here before we look at today's coverage. But when he decided to talk about Tectone, he did the honorable thing and announced his bias.
Tastes like caffeine, but that's fine. That's fine. Okay. Let's get into Tectone files. We got our plaintiff here. Our defendant. Our defendant is, of course, the Eggman's, of course, Tectone. And to be honest with you guys, once again, if I'm going to disclose my bias, and I do have a bias here, I like Tectone. And
see, I don't have any problem with this.
I'm not going to pretend that I don't.
This is fine. This is actually a good thing if he's going to say it. Now, in the most cases of lawyers, they don't represent people if there's a bias. But all right, guys. Hi. Hello. Hope everyone's doing well. And we are going to be hitting some donations. Is there anything I wanted to hit as like a palate cleanser, or are we pretty much donezo? Nick left us in commercial break.
Nicholas DeOrio streamed about this last night, and after watching Nick's stream, I'm kind of fucking black-pilled on this shit.
We had our bathroom break late tonight, but I had to pee before I did fucking super chats. Because we got quite a few to read. Let me see.
DeOrio, commentator
Who can we raid into on this beautiful, beautiful evening? I'm thinking redirect to... We're going to send you to... Oh, we're going to go to Love. Love is confronting the Pokemon vending machine scalpers. And I got to be honest with you, that is like... That other night had an insane fucking stream, so you might want to check that out. He does like the IRL streams. He's the dude from the clip the other night who like navigated around the alcohol beat down that the security guard was throwing and then snatched that Pokemon box from the scalper. So that's his shit's pretty solid. So I'm going to send you there. There was something people... Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh! Grandmaster rares, if anyone cares. I'm never going to own one of these, ever. There's going to be 100 in the European region, 100 in the American region. You're going to have to open booster... You're going to have to buy, like, cases of booster boxes, and you're never going to see one. I don't know how high these print runs are, but a card limited to 100 of them is, like, literally impossible to achieve. Serialized, yeah, I'm sure it'll be worth a lot of money. I'm sure the Dark Magician and Blue Eyes White Dragons are going to be fucking insanely expensive, blah, 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 blah. It's literally never going to be attainable, so it's the type of card that I just don't care about. I do love the Yu-Gi-Oh! Full arts. I have one. I actually pulled a Starlight Rare Full Art, which is 1 per case on average, or is it 1 per every other case per average? That was sick. I opened it in my first pack, I know it was like my first third pack or something, when I bought a couple of boxes. So that was like really sick. I also got I only got 1 full art. That was the only one, and I was happy with it. But yeah, I don't know. I like the direction Yu-Gi-Oh's going. Serialized full arts kind of just creates a situation, though, where you're not going to be able to buy product anymore. And that's never a fun thing. It is not a fun thing when you're enjoying a hobby and they Pokemon it. But it does make money, and I'm sure Yu-Gi-Oh! Wants money. So that's what they're going to do. And for better or for worse, that's the direction they've gone into. They do look cool, though. Why is it cheaper for me to buy guns more than these cardboard fucking squares? I don't know, dude. When a Pokemon card's $20,000 and a watch is $20,000, I'm not going to buy the cardboard. I don't care how cool it looks. I'll look at a picture of it online. Not gonna happen. And people will like, oh, a watch, I can tell the time, and they won't spend. And they'll be like,
Nicholas the Goat,
my backyard fence and deck would be $20,000, or my pool would be $20,000, and it's like, yeah, people have people have hobbies, they have things they enjoy. For me, cardboard not really worth $20,000. So that's just kind of a number I'm throwing out there.
I just saw Keffel's tweet on Nicholas DeOrio.
Keffels appreciated the shout out.
You will buy your cardboard and you
Is
will
the
like
main
it.
channel video you're working on the footage of your wedding to Mika?
Good one, buddy. Good one, buddy.
Dropped the kiss from the engagement.
Good one, buddy. Good one, buddy. Bro, people don't even know who Mika is. That's like a... What is this? Oh, God. The fucking... I was checking to see what got clipped. The Chrissy Mayr stuff is up there. Yeah. Let's see. Is there anything on my Twitter feed that I want to talk about? It's funny because I didn't know if there was enough for a quartering segment, and there was enough for a 2.5-hour quartering segment that I threw together at the last possible second because I needed a B topic tonight. And I wanted to split lolcow in that. I don't know how the stream did that. How the fuck did we do that? I even predicted the Ethan stuff would be like half the length of the intro. Maybe my intro ran long. I don't know how the fuck we got to 5 hours.